What up, 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 what up? What's good, people? What is up? What is they went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. What?
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really let hello casting wardrobe? Y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these pants on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not gonna see it. We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, "Baby, you ate on this first date. You giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Or you gonna run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins." That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Woo, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all of this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was gonna start. I thought Lil Murder was gonna turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Girl. Uncle Cliff, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. What he had on looked like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Yana Van Zam's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup, clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. And you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. And Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see. Can I see? Hit me up in my DMs, and I do want to see if you have a blue thong or a blue, jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it too. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
Well, hello. I am here. It's Christmas Eve. Yeah, I am here. It's Christmas Eve, and I figured I should just go live at my regular time, and I mean, we're not gonna exactly have a run your mouth. I'm just here to shoot the shit and see what y'all got going on. Girl. You child. So the members, shout out to the members. The members have received the link if they want to come up. I might just drop the link in here for anybody to come up. Hell, it's Christmas. And this Christmas will be. Mm, I like that. Anyway, what y'all got going on? I really decided to come. I'm just trying to post this on the socials. Y'all give me a second. I'm gonna say hey to y'all, but let me post this on the socials and stuff like that. Um, hold on, y'all. All right, and then let me post it on the members only. I mean, not the members only chat, on the community wall. But yeah, I wanted to go live because hold on, y'all. All right. All right, there we go. I wanted to go live because I know for some people the holidays are a not so good time, and you be needing things to do, a distraction, a way to get away from the fuck shit and fuckery that goes on in the real world. And sometimes as content creators, we have to come on here and I shouldn't say we have to, but we will come on and just give different individuals an escape from thoughts and feelings and missed loved ones and all this, that, and the third, and just give you a space to come and laugh and shoot the shit and talk about what's going on. And that's why I'm here. I am here. I'm um I'm gonna do some cooking for the house. I'm supposed to go over my aunt house tomorrow. I don't know. I know I'm gonna cook tomorrow just for the house. Even if I don't go to, I'm gonna have something for here. But yeah, let me say hi to y'all, and then we could shoot the shit. Hold on. Hey, Liz, what's going on, sweetheart? Complex 613. How are you, my love? DPG is in the building. C Golden, how are you? Ronald, Ronald, what Christmas trade you got coming over to the house down to the Nebraska? Over in your part of Nebraska, y'all got a few pieces of trade over there in your parts of Nebraska. Who you got coming over there, Ronald? Hmm. Let me find out, Ronald. Hey, crazy homebody girl. Crazy homebody girl. It don't warmed up over here. Girl, it is 54 degrees. I will take this 54. Because yesterday morning, it was like 20 something. It being 54 degrees right now, I'll take all parts of this. Okay. I'm here for all of this crazy homebody girl. Is it cold over there? Volvo, hey Cookie. What's going on? Miss Pretty Amazing. Hey. What is going on? Hey Shay, what is up? Montrez, what's good, bruh? Bruh, what music are you playing in your house right now, Montrez? You know, Montrez is our resident Gen Zer, but he's one of our resident music aficionados. So I need to know what is playing down to the Jones residence, Montrez. So let me know what is on your playlist today. Cha. You fixing to start cooking? I ain't gonna start till in the morning. I'm only making one thing, so I'm good. See, Golden. Hey, Demetria. Hey, girl. Hey, Tamara. What's going on? It doesn't feel like Christmas, child, Vovo. I like this warm weather. I'll never forget Christmas 2022 when it was 2 degrees, and I'm not exaggerating. I looked at my phone, it said 2 with the degree symbol, and I lost my damn mind. I remember that vividly. And it was no snow. It was ice, but no snow. Child, my kid talked me into letting her open 2 gifts. Help me, child. You fell for the trap, Demetria. Paul, speaking of trade, Paul, how many pieces of trade you done had this weekend? Ah, happy Christmas Eve and not be a big old ho ho ho. Listen, that's a part of Christmas, being a ho ho ho. Ho ho ho. It's 38 degrees. Ooh, child, that's still kind of cold, girl. Hey, Ravine. Child. You watching the Polar Express? Well, you can put that on pause for a little bit, Montrez, while we here. I'm just saying. It's 35 in New York. Oh, child. Quintessential. What's going on, my girl, my love? How cold is it up there in Chicago, Quintessential? Janae. Girl, they've been working you. They've been working you like you over there building pyramids in Egypt, honey. They got you over there working, Janae. Girl, you better not be at work. Girl, them bodies ain't going nowhere. The dead bodies ain't going nowhere, Janae. I promise you they ain't going nowhere. At least I hope they ain't. Mm. You watched Polar Express last night? We can talk about some stuff. Let me drop the link for y'all in case y'all want to come up. It's cold, but not as cold as the normal Chicago weather. Okay. Hey, Lemon Kush, what's going on, sweetheart? Ciao. You keeping it finer? No ho ho ho. Oh. MVM, my love, how are you? Did you get that information? You needed MVN. Because MVM was asking me which address the wish list is in the description box, and she was saying there were multiple addresses. Pick the Atlanta address, and that should get to me. That should get it to me. Oh, it's not so bad. You in Chicago too, C Golden? Okay. You not working today, Janae? Good, because you know they be working you way too hard. It's 51 in Alabama. Okay. So I feel good about my 54. I guess I shouldn't complain. It's 36 in Chicago. Okay. Hey, Brown Mama. It's 22 in Dubai. You over in Dubai, my love? You loving it? Child, you ain't got no trade over there. St. James, I was over there watching you over down to the IHOP. Child, I'm glad you gave that woman a good tip. Let me drop the link. St. James or anybody else that want to come up. Y'all are welcome to come up. We are shooting this shit. We're gonna talk about a couple things that I saw that came across my timeline. But we just having a good time. Like I said, it's Christmas, and I know for some people Christmas is hard. So I just want to give you a comfortable distraction. We're gonna shoot the shit. We're gonna have some drinks. We might have a shot or two. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna talk about Christmas music, Christmas movies, Christmas music, Christmas gifts, all of that shit. We're gonna talk about it all. But Merry Christmas Eve to you too, St. James. Hey, Green Girl, what's going on? Marla Morris. Hey, girl. Hey. Your favorite Christmas movie is Die Hard. Oh, child. I know that you is right next to the eye, so I forgive you. Okay. Okay. No problem. No problem. That's the link for anybody that's encouraged to come up. Watched Die Hard a couple days ago. That's my go-to. Child. Hey, Saint James, I hear you, but I don't see your face yet. You know, I use EV Mux now, so now I can talk to you backstage before I let you up. Now the people can't hear you, only I can hear you. But I like this feature. Because I wasn't paying all that stream y'all money, honey. Oh, okay. Well, I can let you up with just your avatar. That's fine. If you haven't picked one, it's just gonna show a little generic little thing. Okay. Hey, Symmetry. Oh, there you go, St. James. I see you now. There you go. You ready to come up? Okay. Uh Quintessential, what's going on with that Sauvignon Blanc? I showed y'all my Chardonnay. Hey, Miss Opal. Cha.
Just wanted to come up and say Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, sir. Let me ask you a question.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
So now that you up here. Now, on Saturday during our Silly Saturday broadcast for our music segment, we
Hmm.
did the top 20 Black Christmas songs. Now, it wasn't my list, it was a list I compiled from several lists and took the
Okay.
aggregate score. What is your top 5 go-to Christmas songs?
Oh, but that okay. So of course, Luther. Every year, every Christmas,
That
Luther
was on the
Vandross.
list. My favorite Luther
Okay.
is "Oh Come All Ye Faithful." That's the greatest "Oh Come
You
All Ye
think
Faithful" I've
so?
ever heard of. What? The "Oh Come All Ye
Hmm.
Faithful," the tail end of that song. He don't owe me nothing.
Um. What do the lonely do at Christmas?
That was in the top 5.
Okay.
I think every
Um,
year, every Christmas was like 11 or something, 10 or 11.
was it? Okay, that's on my
Mhm.
top. That is definitely on my top. Black. I think you have to do Joy to the World, Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston, Joy to the World, that was on the list. That was down
Yeah.
in like 15 or 16, something like
It's
that.
just kind of the mainstays around here. Uh what's the temptation
Silent
one
Night.
that there you go, Silent Night, Temptations,
Mhm.
and oh, I don't know. Let's see here. Hmm.
Now I'm gonna say you can go beyond black. I'll let you go beyond just black people. Okay, you can go
Oh,
any
there's no
Christmas
need
song.
to do that.
Oh, okay. Well, then there's that. There's a couple white people, like, for example, on Christmas, I have 5 versions of Oh Holy Night I have to hear. One is gonna be
Hmm.
Celine has one of the best Oh Holy Nights. I'm gonna
Really?
listen.
Celine
Yes,
Dion? Oh, okay.
Celine Dion's Oh Holy Night is worth a listen. It
Okay.
is
Okay.
worth a
Well, she's a
listen.
good singer, though. I
Yeah,
mean, you can't take that from her.
she can holler. She can
Yeah.
holler.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna hear Mariah's Oh
Are you
Holy
really
Night.
putting Mariah in there?
Listen, I windmills about my girl Mariah, especially, and I'm gonna say this: if you go and listen, take All I Want for Christmas out. I'm not. I'm a huge Mariah fan, but All I Want for Christmas, okay. But
Okay.
that Christmas album, if you go back and listen to her vocals, remember she had Melanie Daniels and she
That's
had
true.
she
That's
had
true.
Kelly Price and her sister.
Right.
Mama
You're
took
right.
y'all to church on that Christmas
Yeah.
album. She really did.
The thing about it is she's still doing these Christmas concerts and making a lot of money right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She is. Well, and I'm gonna say one of the greatest Christmas albums is a gospel album. Kirk Franklin and the Family's Christmas album is still one of the best Christmas albums
I was
I've
playing the
heard.
other night. I did like a little before they threw me off. YouTube. You play too much of that copyrighted music, that throw you off
Listen,
the
I
game.
ain't even gonna play with them. I've done that
But you know
before.
what it is? You got to keep it under that 2 hour mark. I think once you try to approaching the 2 hour mark, they're like,
Uh-huh.
okay, enough of that, enough of that. But
Child.
Kirk Franklin's, I mean, all time favorite Christmas album.
Listen, that whole
What church? Yeah.
my favorite song on that album is They Need to Know. Baby, when I hear
Mm,
they've taken Christ from
yeah.
Christmas, baby, that's all I need. That's
Yeah.
all I need.
What else is on the boat?
Isn't that the original album where Now Behold the Lamb first was introduced? I thought Now Behold the Lamb was
Yes.
first introduced on that album.
Yes, it was. Now behold the Lamb. Yes.
Hmm.
Then they had some. I think he did a remix of it on some other albums. But yeah, now behold the Lamb. That I mean, you got to say that's the best song on there. I mean, that's the most song that got the most traction.
I mean, Jesus is the reason. Listen, when
That was good
album came out, that one got a lot of traction.
because all the young people
Um,
really liked that one. Every youth choir did it.
mhm.
Yeah.
That glow, that part right
Yeah.
there.
now,
Everybody was singing that part.
now I don't know if they got it right, but they
That
did
too.
attempt to
That
sing it.
too.
Yeah.
Child.
But you know what? Let me tell you, Donald Lawrence Christmas,
Yes. But
amazing,
listen,
amazing.
that's Donald Lawrence.
Yeah.
And people go up for Ricky Dillard. I go up for Donald Lawrence because
Well,
Donald
Donald,
Lawrence
he's
is
not
more of
a.
a.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you
No,
go.
Donald is an all around. He can do the group thing. He can do the choir thing. He can do. He can present a soloist in such a way. He does. He does way more. Ricky is a good choir master,
Hmm.
but I think it stopped there. And Ricky don't even write. He
He
hasn't
don't
written
write.
his.
He don't write.
No, all his hot songs he has not
Listen.
written. He puts himself in there because he does a different vamp or something as a writer, but that's kind
Hmm.
of the business
But
side of
Donald
it.
Lawrence really can write. Donald Lawrence can
Yeah,
write.
yeah,
And now you have some. I've noticed for some choir directors or some writers, some people like to just write and they'll play some music, but they don't want to be the director of the choir. I'll
right,
give you a
right, right,
perfect
right, right.
example. Like I grew up in Cooper Temple, Kojic.
Okay.
So Mark Cooper, I grew up
Yeah, yeah.
all of us. So Mark is a writer, a writer's writer. Mark ain't getting up and directing nothing.
Gotcha.
He
Gotcha. Yeah.
wants to. He's gonna write, and he's gonna have the directors go do that.
Well, that's just
Whereas,
like Darius Brooks with Thompson Community Singers. He did a
yeah,
lot of the writing, but
he did a
it was
lot, but he
Tyrone
wouldn't get up
Block.
there.
Yeah, Tyrone Block was the one who was doing the directing. Oh, but
Hmm.
don't sleep on James Hall Christmas.
You know what? I've heard that album, but I haven't heard it in a
What a
while. I
miracle.
know exactly
Oh
what you're
my,
talking about.
oh my
I have
goodness.
not heard it in a while. Now that you say
Oh,
that,
you have to play it every Christmas. It is like the
listen.
best.
Now I'm gonna go and listen to it tonight
You
when I
have
go,
to.
or tomorrow morning when I'm cooking my greens. So my holiday ritual before I go to anybody's house every morning, either Thanksgiving or Christmas, I
Mhm.
always cook me a pot of greens. And if I want, I might cook me a pot of turkey necks on the side too. But my
But wait a
grandmother,
minute, you don't put the turkey necks in your greens?
it depends on how I feel. Sometimes I'm gonna have my ham hock and so
Oh,
forth
you
in
do
my
the
greens.
ham
I'm
hock.
gonna have a
Okay.
ham hock in my greens now. I'm, I'm gonna have a ham hock in there. But if I want, I might either have my turkey necks on the side, or sometimes I'll just have it in my greens, have it all in one. But I
Yeah.
do that because, and that might be the only thing I leave at the house, because my grandmother raised me with my grandfather. They were
Hmm.
both cooks, and all of my grandmother's brothers and sisters were cooks. So I remember having to go over their house, watch them cook, learn to cook from them. And so for the elders in my family that went on, I carry that tradition. I will always at least cook a pot of greens. Now, if I want to be fancy, I'll make the homemade biscuits that my grandma taught me too.
Come
I'll do
on
that
now.
too.
Come on.
But I will play all of her gospel favorites while I'm cooking,
Yeah.
and just have those good memories of being in the kitchen
Yeah.
with them, to keep that going within
Hmm.
me. And then I'll go after everything's done. I'll leave that at the house, and I'll go, either I might be going over family house or friend's house or whoever's house I'm
Yeah.
going to, but that's going to be for me at the house. That's my tradition. That's what I do, just because
Mhm.
that's what I grew up doing. I don't know.
And that's good. I think we ought to hold to our traditions to keep the nostalgic type of feeling, but also make new traditions as
Yeah.
well. Because I think a lot of people, once you have your traditions, and then people start dying off and all that, and then you're feeling really down. Which is, we're human. That's what's going to happen. But I think it's important for us to not only hold to traditions, but also start new traditions as well. Yeah.
Listen, I'm here for it. Like, I like that thing that they're doing on TikTok now, where they have like the matriarch will do they put the paint on their arms and hands, and they'll have them hug them with the white t-shirt and stuff.
Hmm.
Like, it's like a
See that?
hug from grandma or a hug from great
Okay.
grandma. And so they'll paint their arms and their hands, and they'll
Yeah.
wear a white t-shirt, and then they'll have them hug them. So they make the imprint of the hands
Yeah.
on the back of the shirt. And on the front they write a hug from grandma,
Oh,
mom, and stuff like that. So they can keep that as a keepsake. And I was like,
that's really
that's
nice.
a really
Yeah.
nice thing. I would love to this day, like all of that old guard in my family, they're all gone. Like my
Hmm.
mom and her brothers and sisters, they're the old guard now. But I just really like, somebody sent me a picture of my grandmother and all of her siblings.
Hmm.
And I was like, God, if we would have knew back then, to do things like
Right.
this so that we could have keepsakes of that, it really would have went a long way. It really would have went a
We
long
did a
way.
thing the other night. I had my family over on Sunday because my daughter, yesterday, she went to Disneyland with her mom for Christmas. So I had them all over on yesterday, and we did something that we used to do at my grandparents' house, which is play bingo. And then my grandma would give out few dollars for the winner, up to $5 or whatever. So that was a really nice little moment that we did on Sunday. And I came out and I said, hey, $10, $20. I kept on bringing out the money. And so it really brought us back to what we did back when my
Mhm.
grandparents were living. So that
My
was good.
aunt,
That was,
my aunt said if I go over her house, she's gonna make what we used to make. when we was growing up for Christmas. You know how they would get that punch bowl, put that lime sherbet,
Yes.
that ginger ale, that
Yeah,
ice, and
that
mix
was
that bad
good.
boy up. She said, "Yeah, I'm gonna have some of that." And I said, "You know what?
Yeah, that was special time even at churches. That was special.
Yes, at church. You had to go to the back at church. You went to the fellowship hall, baby,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
had some of that, honey."
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So that was always fun. So
But
yeah,
yeah,
so
man.
so yeah, I mean,
Um,
there's so many good. I love Lettucey's Christmas album. Have you heard it?
Lettucey could just sing her face off. It's
Oh,
so many. It's so like to me, the people who should be celebrated aren't, and the garbage is.
yeah, yeah,
And so there are people like a Lettucey. She could actually have a career back. She came during the wrong time. Like had she come up
yeah.
early 90s, late, she has the
Hmm.
kind of voice. Had she come up in the late 80s, early 90s, she
Yeah,
could have had a career, you know.
yeah.
But
I
well,
brought her here to my city some years back, and let me tell you, I mean, even in person, the woman flat out just a singer. And she definitely, it's just that machine of, if you're not a Beyonce, if you're not they're not going to get
mhm.
behind you. But she's so talented and can sing pretty much the ABCs and be done with it.
I
Yeah.
I now you know what I saw um the other day? I saw that clip that was going around with Samara Joy and
Hmm.
Kiera.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Now I
yeah.
love
Oh,
Kiera.
yeah.
Kiera was trying to do a whole lot. Baby
Yeah.
Samara grabbed that mic and effortlessly just dog walked her vocally effortlessly. And
Yeah.
Kiera was doing a whole lot of vocal acrobatics. I was like, okay.
Hmm.
Samara
Hmm.
grabbed
Hmm.
that mic and said, "Girl, let me just show you what a voice does."
Oh, my God.
And I said, "Oh, girl."
I've seen her in San Francisco, Teddy, and let me tell you this. Amazing. That Samara Joy was just everything I needed.
Because she
She
can
really,
do it all. There are
yeah,
very few people that can do it all. They can sing pop,
yeah,
jazz,
right.
R&B, opera. You know
Mhm.
who else has a voice like that, but y'all don't want to give her a chance because y'all in cancel culture?
Who?
Chrisette Michelle can sing her face off.
You know
She is,
what? Yeah, I don't think I've given her a chance.
listen, if you ever want to go to a concert, you're a
Mm.
musician, you're a singer,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
you like to hear a singer sing.
I do. I do.
Go and hear a Chrisette Michelle concert, and you will sit back and be like, "What the fuck is this
Yeah.
woman, and where did she come from?"
Mm.
Because she likes the she goes back to the old days to the Billies.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? She could do that type of deal, and the Ellas and stuff like that. Antonio, let me know when you're ready to come up, okay? Your camera's off, and you can leave it on, but let me know if you're ready to come up.
Yeah, and she did counsel herself, unfortunately.
Oh, okay, so you can come up. Okay, there you go. There you go, Antonio. How you doing, Antonio?
How you doing?
I'm good. And this for anybody else that want to come up. But yeah, so you gave me your top five. Okay, here's my must listen to Christmas songs. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I told you Luther Vandross.
Okay.
Oh, come on, you faithful. From the second half, from the bridge to the end, that man sings heaven down for me. Okay,
I
it's all I
remember that.
need.
Yeah.
I have to hear Donny Hathaway's This Christmas. I don't want to hear
Oh,
nobody
that
else.
is great too.
Nobody else. I don't want to hear no Chris Brown. I don't want to hear no
But you
Mary J.
know what?
Blige.
I can appreciate Chris Brown's
It's
stuff. I
okay. It's fine. But give me Donnie. I want Donnie. I don't
I
want
think
nobody
I
else.
may be a little biased because I love the movie This Christmas.
I like
So
that movie too.
so I think
But
I got kind of a bias with that with Chris Brown, but he cannot touch that Donnie Hathaway.
yeah,
I'm just
Donnie Hathaway is listen.
No,
Okay, Donnie
no.
Hathaway, he can flat out sing. I gotta hear all three Preacher's Wife, Whitney Houston songs. I
yeah.
gotta hear Joy to the World. I gotta
Hmm.
hear I Love the Lord. He
Yeah.
heard my cry because
Yeah.
when that woman
Yes.
says, "I'll hasten
Yeah.
two," it takes me out every single time.
She
And
made
I
a
got to hear,
lot of money for Richard Smallwood with that
and
one.
then I got to hear her sing before Preacher's Wife. I got to hear her sing, "Do you hear what I hear?"
Oh yeah.
Going
Yeah,
back,
that's good too.
I actually like BB and CC's "The First Noel." I really, really
I
like
think I played that the other day. I think that's what I played. Yes.
BB and CC's "The First Noel" gets
Yeah.
me every time.
hmm
Um, and then I got to hear the whole Jackson 5 Christmas album, the whole
Jackson 5. I
album,
think
the
somebody had put
whole
that in the
album.
chat earlier too. Yeah, the Jackson 5 is a good one. But you know what? You cannot sleep on New Edition Christmas.
Actually, New Edition's Christmas album is strong.
It is.
Listen,
It is.
I actually like TLC's Christmas album as well.
Having Merry that one and a Happy New
You
Year.
Yes,
know,
I love that one.
I was just saying, I'm a child of the 80s and 90s,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
love that stuff, man. I got
When I was like a real kid, and we used to come and visit my city. I didn't live here at the time, and my cousins, my older cousins, used to play that. It's Christmas all over the world
mhm,
tonight. That was New
It's
Edition.
soprano.
yes. Listen, that
That was that
album used
Ralph
to go
Tresvant.
hard. Ralph Tresvant.
hmm Yeah. Okay,
Ciao.
I have to go. I gotta run. I'm going to my mom's house, but I just
Well,
want to
tell the mom
stop
and the
in.
family I said, hey, Merry Christmas,
I
Happy
will.
Kwanzaa, Happy New Year, and all that good stuff. Happy
And same to
holidays.
you, Antonio. You have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if I don't see you again. All right.
Thank
She
you.
said,
Merry
let me hold on.
Christmas.
She said, hold on. Let me flip my hair and get on this camera real
Let
quick.
me get this good. Yeah. Yes.
Hold on. All
Bap,
right.
your mic and camera is off.
Okay, y'all have a good one. I see
All right.
y'all.
Thank you so
Bye
much,
bye.
Say James.
I'm wrapping presents. Happy Merry Christmas.
Bap, let me know if you're ready to come up. Okay. Hey, Bap. I
Hey,
think
I
I saw
never.
Terrence in the chat. Everybody who I came, I think I saw Terrence come in, Miss Baythang. I saw D, House of D come in. Hey, everybody, Spicy Original. I saw Catherine Powell at some point. Hey, everybody. Y'all, the link is in the chat. Y'all are welcome to come up. Hey, Nori's Notes. What's going on?
So that's how
So,
I got up here. I didn't know. I just hit the button. I didn't mean to be on camera. I'm new to this.
but you were looking good, though. Listen, that hair was laid down. I ain't mad at it, honey. Laid to the gods. I'm trying to think, what else do I have to hear on Christmas? I have to hear Mariah Carey's Joy to
Actually,
the
just heard your
World.
song. I'm listening to Pandora. They play the emotions.
What do the lonely do?
Yes, I had it blasted. My neighbor knocked on my door.
I have to hear Mariah Carey's Joy to the World because Mariah Carey's Joy to the World, the album, there's an album version you can get, but then there's a live version where she has she had the full gospel choir on the album version, but on the live version, they just take you to church on the vamp. Like they have a whole church service on the vamp. Demetria, let me know if you're ready. Demetria, make sure you turn me down and or mute me in the background. All right. No, don't mute yourself. Just mute the original YouTube channel where you was playing me. I've never heard Anthony Hamilton's "What Do the Lonely Do."
Oh yes, that's a good one.
I gotta go hear that. And I'm not an Anthony Hamilton fan. Demetria, you ready? All right. Hey, boo.
Hey, everybody,
Every Hey, well, Merry Christmas and happy holidays.
and happy holidays to you.
Um, okay, so Antonia, Bap, Demetria, what do you have to hear tomorrow? When tomorrow comes, what are you listening to?
The Jackson 5 album.
Jackson 5 album, yes. That's
Yeah, that's a family tradition.
hmm yeah. I'm with
Y'all
And
you on
gonna
then
that.
judge me if I say so. I can't tell you.
Why? Go ahead. I'm
Well,
now um Kelly Clarkson is another one of the old holy nights that I have to hear. I have like 5 old holy nights I have to hear. Kelly Clark Skank, she has one version that I do have to hear. I love her old holy night. I do. Hmm. I'm just saying. Just saying. That woman
I
can sing.
absolutely have to hear Donny Hathaway's "This Christmas" though.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a
Um,
must.
but
I
the
actually
song I say
enjoy.
y'all gonna judge me for is the 12 Ghetto Days of Christmas.
No, we're not gonna judge you at all.
You know who actually had a good Christmas album? CeeLo Green. He
I
actually
heard
had
that. Now I know he had that version of What Christmas Means to Me. I
and
remember
Mary
he did
Did
a
You
cover
Know
of
is
that.
good. Mary Did You Know is
I
amazing.
love Mary Did You Know. I love Mary Did You Know. The
You have to listen to
Pentatonic,
his.
the Pentatonics has an awesome Christmas album.
Yeah.
Pentatonics, they have an awesome Christmas album. I will give Pentatonics that. They do. They really have a great Christmas album. I'm a huge Pentatonics fan, so I love their Christmas album. Um, yeah. I don't have that many Christmas movies. That's really B thing. She loves Christmas movies. She watches them all the time. Oh dear God. I don't have a lot of Christmas movies. Like I don't have anything I have to watch during Christmas except for the Charlie Brown Christmas special.
I'm not a
Oh, I
big movie
love
person.
that.
Yeah, I love
I
Charlie
love
Brown Christmas
Charlie
too.
That's
Brown.
about it. That's about it. That's about
We
it.
plan on
Another
watching.
favorite,
Go ahead.
another favorite song is "Jesus is the Reason for the Season" by
Oh
Kurt
yeah.
Oh
Franklin.
yeah. Now that
Yes,
Boy,
Jesus is
yes,
the
boy,
yes.
and
reason.
the choir boy, and church boy be turning that song up.
Hmm. Yep. I done been in a lot of choirs where I've had to sing that for Christmas a lot less. And when you born Kojic like I am, and you done been raised in the choir from the time you could open your mouth and sing, if you could holler in my because I come from a singing family. My whole family sings, got albums, they got albums, all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
From the
Oh
time
wow.
you can open your mouth in my family, you gonna sing, and you better be in tune and make sure you hit the right harmony, or you might get popped in the mouth. Real fast.
Oh,
Mhm. Oh yeah, they're serious. They're real serious about singing in my family.
well, in my family, baby, we just blend on in. You know, we got a few Mariah Careys and things. You know, not too many, but we got a few of them. You know, got a few of them.
Yeah,
I
them,
ain't
them.
one of them. I ain't one of them. You know, I'm a good blender. You know, I can blend in with any section. You know, I'm a blender. You know, you know, I just if I can't do nothing else, I just wave my hand. You know.
Wave your hand. Let them use you. Let them use you.
Yes, use me, Jesus. Use me. You know, my
Lord,
voice is garbage. You know, my voice is garbage, Lord, but I'm going to sing anyhow.
God
Yep.
bless. God bless.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, now what are y'all cooking tomorrow? Y'all better be cooking.
Oh, I
We
ain't
doing
cooking
finger
shit.
food.
We're
Child.
having barbecue. We're having barbecue tomorrow.
Everybody's tired of cooking.
My mama cooking.
Yeah. We're having
Uh,
barbecue tomorrow.
you know the mamas, they gonna cook, baby. That's their love language. They gonna cook. If they
Hmm.
don't do nothing else, baby, they
She
gonna
won't let
cook.
me cook.
Or I know she won't. She won't even let you go in there and help.
No, she won't even let me cut the onions and peppers.
Because here they go. You cutting them up too big, or oh, them
Yep.
too
Mhm.
smaller. Man, look, lady, man, just go ahead,
Just,
man. You know, you
No,
said
exactly.
my elbow ain't
no. Let me
elbowing.
tell you the worst thing. The worst thing is if you say I'm cooking, they gonna come over early to watch and supervise you cooking. They gonna be like, baby, how long you gonna let that boil over there? Well, you don't think it's
AKA
time to
take
take it out?
over.
Well, how much you don't think you ain't put enough salt you need to put some more. I thought I was cooking. You need to put some more salt in there. Where's the seasoned salt? You need some onion powder. Well, can I cook? Can
Then
I
it just
cook?
turned into just let me do it.
Right. Right.
My aunt done got real up in age though, but she
Mhm.
still won't let anybody else make the sweet potato pies. And yeah,
See,
it's been an experience for me.
when I was growing up, I my grandmother believed in passing it along because her philosophy was if I pass it along to you and you could do it good, baby, I could go sit down and not have to do this no more. So, but she also, I was telling somebody else this the other day. I said she taught me and all of my brothers that if you don't eat, it's because you don't want to eat, not because you can't cook. The only reason you not eating is because you choose not to. But you can go in there and burn on your own and not need nobody to burn for you. So that's how I was raised. And my grandfather was a chef in both branches of the military. He was in the Marines first, then he was in the Navy first. I mean Navy afterwards. So he could cook for 1 or 1,000 and cook just
Collard
as fast.
green gumbo?
I've never even heard of collard green gumbo. Well, what is in that? Put a pinch of sugar in that. You got to put a little bit of sugar in your greens now. You don't put a lot of sugar. You just put a little bit of sugar to take some of the bitterness off of the greens. It ain't
Yeah.
a lot. It's a real little bit, but you put a little bit in there just to take a little bit of the bitterness off the greens. But you still got to put all of the other stuff in there. But I'm gonna have me a ham hock in my green. I'm just saying.
I like to have greens and cabbage mixed together.
I've had that before. I have not made it before, and the reason I haven't made it
Mhm.
because I haven't figured out that science. Because greens take a while, cabbage take
It's
that much
just quick.
time.
Yeah.
Cabbage
Right.
is like real quick, so I feel like I'm gonna have to really cook my greens real good, and then once my greens is good and cooked,
Not the
then I'll put the
cabbage.
cabbage in there because cabbage is real fast.
I wonder if it's easy to do in an Instapot.
But would you mix them together? Like I
It
feel
still
like
cooks. It cooks at a different speed. Yeah.
yeah, because I feel like the cabbage cooked too fast and the greens take too long. And I feel like I would need to cook the greens down for a while and then cook my cabbage and put the cabbage in there.
Yeah,
And I like
Catherine
to
said
fry
you got
my
to do it
cabbage.
separate.
Catherine Powell said you cook them separate. Okay. Wait, did Jay Parrish say what's in this gumbo? This collard
Mm-mm.
green gumbo? Because I'm real
I want to hear
curious.
about that because that sounds interesting.
Jay Parrish, you might need to come up here and explain this collard green gumbo. It might be something we might need to look into doing. I like making new stuff now. I'm just
Do
I
you
saying.
tried
mix
that
your
over the
do you
people who
do
put. Oh, sorry.
do
Go
you
ahead.
do no, do you do kales and green? I do it
Mm-mm.
together. Mix the kale and the greens
I
together.
listen. I'm not new school with this kale stuff. Mm-mm. And I'm gonna say this, and this is something I hate to go political, but I'm gonna go a little bit political. I asked somebody who's a dietitian, went to school, got degrees plural in dietitian, and even got a degree in horticulture. And what they told me was they said they teach you that our food that we make traditionally is unhealthy, and that's not true. She said what makes our food unhealthy a lot of times is the most is the amount of salt that we put in things,
Mm.
but she says the way that traditionally black people cook the food, it actually made it healthier and made it where you would it had longevity to you. And so she said what happens is the propaganda, you had a lot of scientists and a lot of people in positions of power in medicine and science that were political, that had an axe to grind with racism, and powers that be would sell the fact that, oh, that type of cooking is unhealthy or could lead to, shortening of your life and things like that. Similar to how they the propaganda was put out with the pickaninnies and making watermelon seem like it was beneath you, when if you go back before 1863, watermelon was something all people ate, white people, black people, everybody, because it's a great fruit. It tastes good and it's healthy for you. When black people were freed, black people were the black sharecroppers and slaves were the only ones that really knew how to plant watermelon and get it to make money from planting watermelon. So when they ended up being free, that was the first fruit that a lot of black people made a lot of money on. And so as to stop black people from making money, there was a whole marketing scheme to make watermelon seem like, oh, that's for those people, that's for them. And that's where the stigma and stereotype with black people and watermelon came from, because black people were actually making money after they were freed off
Mhm.
watermelon, and they wanted to keep black people from being free, getting that amount of money.
I'm
I'm
That's
laughing
allergic.
at Smoke.
what Jason said. Mm, listen, what we do at listen, black people have always, since we got here, been doing things right. We always knew what to do. We always knew how to cook. We always knew what to do. It was white people that was doing stuff the wrong way. That's what it was. We were doing stuff right. They was over here doing stuff the wrong way. And now they got to come learn from us. And then they try to make our stuff look like it's wrong.
The watermelon thing though. Now if you're trying to lose weight, that's the one thing they always tell you to snack on because it's so filling and it's so low calorie.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because it's really healthy for you, but there was a stigma put on it because black people, right after slavery, that was the first crop that was a lot of black people could do, because they were one of the only ones that knew how to grow it and could sell it, and they didn't want black people to make money off it. So they had this whole marketing campaign, and the Pickaninny character came out, the tar babies, and you would see them eating the watermelon, and white people wanted no parts of that. And here we are today.
And now they're probably about to make watermelon expensive.
Oh, make it expensive. It
It
is
is it's
expensive.
expensive, especially if they cut it up and
Yeah,
sell it in
compared to
those
what
little
it was, y'all
cups.
right.
That's just like a lot of people don't know, think it's just a cultural thing. When you hear a lot of black people say when they get their steak or they get their fish, they will tell them, oh, I want mine fried hard, or I want it well done. And there was a reason for that, because when we were in slavery times, they would give us things that oftentimes were spoiled or were past expiration date, but we could still cook it, and cook it, well done. And that way we knew we wouldn't get sick
We
from
ain't sitting here
the
eating
scrap.
worms.
Right. We knew we weren't going to get sick from the scraps or whatever it was that they gave us that might have been past expiration and stuff like that. So everything that we cooked as a people came well done, and that stuck through our history of our people and culture. So that's why we get stuff well done or fried hard. Fry mine hard. I want I want that red snapper fried hard. Mm. Mm. Did y'all buy
Man, I
gifts? What
miss
did y'all buy?
Florida.
Oh God, everything for my daughter. She's a spoiled brat.
I was telling Really B today, my godson, all he wanted was he wanted one thing with Sonic, then he wanted the little Knuckles Sonic purse, a bunch of that, and a bunch of Spider-Man. So I spoiled him.
Well, my daughter's 21, so she wanted
A
boots.
bottle. Oh.
No, no, she's 20. She'll be 21 in April.
Oh,
Not
okay.
yet. No, so she got two purses, jewelry, boots, a coat,
You don't even look old enough to have a
camera.
21-year-old daughter, Antonia.
My
Right.
son's 26.
Oh, child.
I'm
I
50.
just got
I'll be
I
51
just
in
got one
April,
little
in
child.
February. I'm an
Exactly. And
Aquarius.
she
I'll be
over here
51.
bragging about her Stanley Cup.
Girl, you're not gonna crash this in front of my face.
Oh, Demetria,
Ooh,
they in your background. They serious.
But it's
ooh.
not as beautiful as this one.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay, I'm not
Listen.
finished. She got a camera. She
Oh,
got clothes. She wanted some golden goose, but I couldn't find them. Um,
is she in school or is she working or?
oh no, she's at UVA, University of Virginia,
Okay.
studying finance. She already has her job in the summer at a wealth management firm. She's doing her thing.
That's
Okay.
what's
So
up.
yeah,
That's good shit.
I love to hear about
yes.
the young folks doing good.
And
Catherine
my
Pouch
son
and
is
her
great
sons
too.
are 30 and 24. You say your son 22, Bap?
I don't have any kids.
Oh, I thought somebody said, oh, Antonio, you said your son is 22.
My son is
26.
26. He'll be
26.
27.
Mm, mm, mm.
But he's a
Child,
good boy. He works at
26 to
JP Morgan,
27.
software engineer. So he's
Listen, all mothers think their sons are good boys.
he
But if
is.
you only knew.
My son is a virgin still.
There you go.
We going
Antonia, I'm going to let you think that. He wants you to believe that.
he is.
Listen, at that age, 26, your dick never goes soft. It
But
never
I'm just
goes
telling you
soft.
the truth. It is the truth.
Antonia,
What if
you ain't
I
in all places. You just gotta accept,
That's what
baby.
Dr. Heavenly said.
Right. A spoon has been dipped into a sugar bowl.
no, I know these things.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now you might not find out till later on. What they try to do is they try to wait till you old and stuff and be like, you know, mama, I told you I was da 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 da. Well, that wasn't true. I really was over here getting it. I'm just telling you, I go because my parents believed I was so pure and chaste and everything. You know, I was a
He
nerd in high school.
is.
I was a nerd. I had a great
He's
job.
all
I
he
had a
does is
great
go to
career.
work and
Mhm.
game. And
Hmm.
he games. And he's into
Mhm.
what is that? Anime. So he goes to those anime conferences.
I'm telling you what I know.
That's
That
what you got to worry about.
those conferences is where it goes down.
For real.
The conferences, oh yeah, they're just going to play anime. Okay,
Yeah, you
okay,
see those young ladies in that cosplay and stuff, you know.
Uh-uh.
mm,
I know these things. Me and my mother would
okay.
know. We would know.
Listen, Antonia, I'm gonna let you go with it. But if you find out later on that, I want you to be like, "El
We
Teddy, you know you was right."
my mother still does his laundry. So we would know.
That sounds like that sounds right. That sounds about right.
Hey,
Mhm.
y'all, I'm gonna come back up in a minute. I got to take care of something real quick. I'll come back.
Okay, go ahead and handle it, Demetria. Go ahead, girl. Child. But I get everybody who I know. I just have to give them money. That's all they want. If I give them money, they fine. They can buy whatever they want, and they're fine. But me, nobody gives me anything. They always say they're waiting for my birthday,
When's your birthday?
January 1st.
um,
Oh yeah. Oh. Mm. I thought I was daddy in February 2nd. Ooh.
It is Capricorn season. It is our time. I told y'all, Capricorns, we're going to February 14th. You know, we'll give the Aquariuses, we'll get them about a week. That's all they need.
No, 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 no.
We'll
It's
give y'all about a
Aquarius
week.
season because the cusp of Capricorn and Aquarius is the middle of January. So we claim Michelle Obama, we claim Oprah.
No, Michelle Obama is born on like the 17th or 18th or something like
That's the
that.
cusp. That's the
That's
cusp. We
not the
claim them.
cause. Now, if you said
Yeah.
somebody born on the 19th or 20th, okay. Michelle Obama is a Capricorn.
We claim her.
You
We
can't
claim her.
claim her.
We claim
Michelle
her.
Obama
I
be
have a
giving
book.
those true Capricorn looks too when she be
She
looking at
do.
people like, "Why you bothering me?"
Michelle Obama, if you look at Michelle Obama, she is a
I'm going
Capricorn.
to get my book. I'm going to get my
Listen, I get people tell me all the time about my looks that I be like looking at people crazy. I don't think I be looking at people crazy, but people
You
tell me that
do.
all the time.
You do.
Mm.
And all this time I've seen you on YouTube, yeah, you do.
But they say that is a trait of every Capricorn. Every Capricorn gonna give a facial expression like
Treasure Lane is a Capricorn too, ain't he?
yes, he is. He
And he
sure
get those
is.
looks too.
Okay.
You know
Okay,
who else
so
is a
I
Capricorn
am
that
correct.
sometimes gives looks? Ashley Miller. Ashley Miller
Oh
is
yeah.
she's a Capricorn. And she
So Teddy,
uh-huh.
Capricorn Aquarius cusp start is January 17th to January
We're not doing
22nd.
this. We're not doing this.
I got a whole book here, textbook.
Listen,
Yeah,
Aquarius is
we
like
claiming
the
her.
21st.
We
Okay.
claim her. She is on the cusp.
You know what's so funny? Everybody who I know born on January 20th don't claim Aquarius. They always say, no, I'm a Capricorn. I'm not an Aquarius. Everyone I know.
Well, sometime the February Aquarius is not want to claim the January ones anyway because they're crazy.
Everyone, oh God. Well, that's like December Capricorns. We be looking at them like,
Don't claim
okay.
them.
No, we
My
claim
nephew is
them,
January
but we know
12th and
they're a
he be
little
giving those
different.
looks too. I be wanting to thump him in his forehead.
Who?
My nephew, he a January 12th Capricorn.
Oh
And
yeah,
he be giving
that's a
those
good
looks too.
Capricorn.
Mm.
Hmm.
He get
I
on my
listen.
nerves.
I would say most of my family is born in either December or January. So we have a lot of Sagittariuses and a lot of Capricorns. A lot of Capricorns in my family.
Earth
For
sign
some
is
reason.
Wow.
something else in general.
Child, I'm just saying. But listen. Oh, this what I meant to read. Oh, I had some stuff I wanted to. Hold on, wait, where I put it at? Hold on. Let me find it. Hold on. So
Who
wait,
the fish
this
people in the chat? Who's fish?
Talking
Capricorns.
about y'all
Remember,
water
they're the
signs, I
sea
think.
goats. Capricorns
Okay.
are the
No,
sea goats.
Aquarius is an air sign, ain't it?
Yes, the
Yeah,
air sign.
we ain't no
Aquarius is not
fish
a water
people.
sign.
We are not
Yeah.
fish people. Mm-mm.
Aquarius is not even a water sign.
Yes, air.
Okay, so did y'all see girl, did y'all see the new Diddy lawsuit?
Oh Lord. I didn't see
Yes.
the details of it.
Girl,
Yes.
so here's some of the details, okay? This from the man who said this from the man who said he worked for Diddy, right?
Lord.
Here's the details. Now the
Wait, he
man
about to
named
implicate himself. Hold
the
on. You
man
say he
na-
worked for Diddy?
yes, he did.
Yes. Work for
He
him.
said his name is Philip Pines. He said he worked for Diddy from 2019 to 2021. And he says that his duties was to set up the little hotel rooms and clean up afterwards after the little Diddy parties. Apparently, he said they were called Wild King Nights.
Oh.
These
How is
weren't
this not
free
self
calls.
incriminating?
Well,
He was just a
here's what
cleanup person.
according to the lawsuit obtained by TMZ, he claims that he set up hotel rooms Diddy used for orgies and drug binges. And then he had to clean up and try to leave no trace afterwards. He claims Diddy would instruct him to prepare the rooms with red lights, ice buckets, alcohol, marijuana, honey packs for male libido, baby oil, Astroglide. Now we know what type of lube he uses, towels, illegal drugs, and power banger sex machines. Now, if you don't know what that is, that's the little machine. You put a little dildo on the end of it, and it just goes and it has different speeds where it just fuck you.
Oh.
You ain't never seen one of them little machines? It sits on the ground
I
and
have.
it just goes like that. And they put a little dildo on the end of it. Now you could put whatever size dildo you want on the end, but it's a machine and it goes at various speeds. But You set the speeds and it just go nonstop.
Well, all
They
right,
also
Diddy.
said he had to clean up blood. That's
Ooh.
nasty.
Right. That's what I was about to get to. He in the lawsuit, he says Diddy made him clean up everything, removing any evidence of drugs, condoms, and sex toys, plus cleaning up stains from bodily fluids, blood, and urine.
Oh.
He says he would often leave a big tip upon checkout to appease the house cleaning staff at hotels in an effort to make sure none of the damage was reported. In the lawsuit, he also said Diddy would test his loyalty by forcing him to have sex with women while Diddy watched. And he said Diddy treated him, quote, like an animal playing fetch in order to prove his loyalty, end of quote.
I believe all of that.
I believe
But
all of it.
I kind of think he kind of implicated himself a little bit. He might want to
He might be looking for
keep holding his lawyer.
immunity.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hopefully he got an immunity deal because yeah, you don't want to send your own self
Or
to
if he
jail.
goes under the whistleblower, um, some states have whistleblower laws where it's like a form of immunity where if they become the whistleblower, they can be absolved of criminal liability.
Yes, New York has whistleblower protection. So
That's good. But yeah, I
Hmm.
believe all of that. Do y'all believe it?
Oh, I believe all of it. He
I
also
believe
said
all of it. I'm
he
from New York.
said
I'm from Harlem. So trust me, I heard worse.
He said Diddy made him work in close proximity to him when Diddy was infected with COVID in November 2020, and he said Diddy even had him go to Turks and Caicos for Diddy's party, which included a lot of celebrity guests. He claims one of Diddy's famous party goers became infected with COVID after the bash, and that the celebrity asked the guy if anyone at the party had COVID, but he said he was instructed to say to remain silent and not say that Diddy had COVID and was having a whole super spreader party.
Mm.
The fact that you use an Astroglide I feel like Diddy, you should have a better lube.
A better brand.
Yeah, better lube. Like I got some good Astroglide is in my whole bag. Now I got a whole bag, okay? My whole bag has Astroglide, condoms, mouthwash, baby wipes or wipes. What else is in the whole bag? I got a mask, to cover your face and just your eyes showing. Um, because sometimes you don't know if people recording, so you don't need to.
Wait, you took me out with the mask. Wait, that's
If
where you lost me.
no,
You
the
took me out
gays
with the
know why.
mask.
The gays know why. You have to have a ski mask because you might go to an event and find out when you get there, oh, we filming or we taping.
Mm. Folks shady.
Get this good mask on. You know what I'm saying? Um, Extra underwear? No, because that's why I have the baby wipes, and then after that, I just free ball. You go commando. That's why you had a baby wipes to wipe everything up. And I also have a little armband in there because I have one tattoo on my arm, so I keep an armband because it can cover that tattoo on my arm.
You said no
It's,
identifying mark showing, huh?
right, it's a fraternity tattoo too. So
Oh.
yeah, we're not doing that. Listen, Marla Morris, yes, you gotta have a whole bag. Child. And mouthwash and condoms and lube are three essentials. You got to have those three. You got to have mouthwash because you don't know what you gonna get into. So have some mouthwash, Listerine, the good stuff, the brown Listerine, the travel size. Don't get the big mouthwash. Get the travel size Listerines, the brown one, the strong brown one. Okay. You have the small Astroglide, okay, and you have two or three condoms.
I
Hmm.
mean, hey.
And then no, and then you get the dollar store 99-cent wipes. The small little pack that have like maybe 20 wipes in it. The small little pack. Mm-hmm. And hand sanitizer.
Well, he
Hand
probably
sanitizer.
used that one because then his lawyer said he was getting the baby oil from BJ's, and I think you can get Astroglide from BJ's.
Well,
No, no, no.
BJ's
They
and
said
Costco
Costco.
said they don't sell that type. They don't sell that. So they he get it
That
from
was
us.
the
They came
funniest
right
thing
out.
ever. Costco said, Get us out the group chat. We ain't do it."
We
It
ain't
wasn't
doing it.
us.
Well, he
Costco
got it
said,
from
baby, listen, we don't
he
sell that
got it from
shit.
CVS. He got it from CVS.
I
Then.
can believe CVS. Now CVS, I can believe. But he probably got that shit from Amazon.
Yeah, buying in bulk on Amazon from some wholesaler.
Hmm. Yep. But buy it in bulk from Amazon. I can see that. Child. But
I just don't understand how it has to be like a near clinical level of arrogance that he thought he wasn't eventually gonna get caught, you know?
when you get to that level of wealth and power, you tend to think that you are exonerated. Remember, just the other day, I read that shit from Matt Gates, and
Oh
you
yeah.
read some of this shit, and you like, bruh, you really was doing all of this, like you was real reckless. And when you get to a certain status and position, and you start to, feel yourself, and you're not like your parents used to say, you smelling your drawers, you smelling your drawers. You know what I'm
Plus
saying?
Gates is not that intelligent.
Because you can't believe that you could just be doing all of this and it's not gonna get out. And then if it did, he would hire people. They was running like the mob, where they would say, "Oh, you think you're gonna snitch on me? Okay, I'll get somebody to take care of that." And they
Yeah,
had
he didn't have to
fixers.
be smart. He had people to intimidate folks.
Hmm. They had people to go and fix it. That was a mess. I said, "Ooh,
I can only imagine his parents right now because, like you said, his dad in politics and stuff. His mom probably ashamed too. Yeah, but it is what it is. Your son is was doing the most.
child." But I'm still gagged at this goddamn Astroglide. Like I
So I
feel
don't
like
know anything about that for real. For real, what's bad about that?
It's nothing bad about
It's not
Astroglide. It's a
bad. It's
lube.
just that back in the like that's the cheap
Yeah,
version. Like that's back
yeah.
from college and
Like you might
stuff.
as well do KY jelly if you do an
Exactly.
Astroglide. I told you I keep Astroglide in my whole bag. And the whole bag means you ain't had what you needed to have. So you ain't got it, but I got it. Cause you always got a motherfucker to be like, oh, I ran out of condoms. No problem. I got mine right here.
See,
Here it
Diddy
is.
ain't even get quality for his party attendees.
Or
That's a shame.
somebody
It was quantity over quality.
or you got
Hmm.
a bitch that be like, "Oh, I ain't got no lube. Let me use." I call spit. We in my area we call that city lube. Spit. We call that city lube. So they be like, I ain't got no lube. No problem. I got some here for you. You over here dealing with 10.5 inches. Talk about you ain't got no lube. Talk about you finna run up in somebody. Bruh, what you think this is?
Well, back in the day, they used to try to use baby oil or Vaseline.
Baby oil. They used to try to use baby oil, and that don't work. Vaseline will work, but the problem with Vaseline is it's good to start with, but if you're not somebody that can get wet or can self lubricate or be, like they say, wet down there, that shit dries up real fast, and you're gonna need to put some more on some more Vaseline on. So Vaseline is only to get you started. Lube works better, water-based
I
lube.
be learning so much on YouTube.
Um,
Girl, because they be trying it. Child, this I went over dude's house. Dude had a good 10.5, 11 inches. Bro was like, oh, I ain't got no lube. What? What? You what? Bruh, this ain't happening like that, sir. Sorry. It ain't going down. Listen, you're not gonna rip me from stem to stern. Mm-mm. Nope. Mm-mm.
and there's actually different ones that you use for toys versus intercourse, so you can't mix the two.
Like they have the
Unless
silicone.
you didn't.
Now they do have some lubes that's a mixture of both silicone and water based. It's
Mhm.
they have a combination. I actually had a lube that was it was called Jizz because when you touched it, you felt it, you looked at it, actually did look like ejaculate, and it was called Jizz. It was real interesting though. But it was lube, it worked just as good. But it was real interesting. Let me know when you're ready, Antonia. Um, it's a whole lot of people in this chat that ain't come up. Um, Jason, you over here got a lot to say in this chat, and you can click this good link. Who else in
Yeah,
here?
I've never heard him
Uh,
speak before.
Ravine. Well, Jason has been on screen. Jason has done whole interviews on screen. So yes,
Oh,
Jason has been on screen before. Um, Miss Baythang, Ravine, DPG, Crazy Homebody Girl. Y'all can come up here. Symmetry, Shay. Y'all don't have to be shy. You ain't got to show your face. Anyway, um, so y'all say y'all not cooking tomorrow. I don't like that.
mm-mm.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Y'all say y'all ain't cooking tomorrow. I don't like that. I don't like
We
that
did
at
it up
all.
for Thanksgiving, but no, I
Thanksgiving
barely
was
even feel like going
was
nowhere for
just the
Christmas.
other week. Thanksgiving was late this year, so we lost 1 week. Typically, than we
Right.
do between
But
Christmas
we
and
Oh,
don't we
Thanksgiving.
but we don't have that same food from Thanksgiving food been over. Like you don't cook no more to Thanksgiving food. You don't eat no more of that after Sunday. You have from that Thursday to Sunday. After Sunday,
Sunday.
all that's going in the garbage.
Well,
yeah.
my mom is making the same thing. She making turkey,
Well,
mac and cheese,
see,
green. I mean, she making the same stuff.
for
She make that
me,
throughout the year.
Thanksgiving is about the turkey. Christmas is about the ham in my
Oh,
family.
we don't eat pork.
Oh, we
Now,
do.
what we do have is my mom is going to make the Popeyes turkey. We did have one of those. So never had the Popeyes turkey, but we will have that along with all the other food tomorrow. I heard it was good. Has
Popeye
anyone
turkey.
the Popeyes
Yeah.
turkey? Has anyone had it? They
Is
said
it
it's
Never tried
fried?
it.
Is
delicious.
it baked? What is it?
No, they sold it to us frozen. So we had to defrost it, then we're gonna bake it.
Is it already seasoned?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Cajun.
Oh. Oh, I never had. Listen, you teaching me something. I ain't never had it. I don't know nothing
I
about it.
saw
No, well,
people
how
eat
I
it on
found out
YouTube.
about it, I went to my meat market, and they're Italians over there, and they was like, "Well, have you ever had a Popeyes turkey?" And I'm like, "No." They said, "Well, we have that every year. We've been having that for the last 3 to 4 years."
Oh
And then
wow.
they were like, "Yes, it's the best turkey." So I went over to Popeyes and ordered a turkey
Let me know how that
because
works
I'm
out,
greedy.
girl.
How much do the Popeyes turkeys cost?
It was like $55 to $60.
Okay.
Okay. Let me know how that is, because
Do y'all do, do y'all make baked macaroni and cheese?
yes.
That's
How
why
many
I
cheeses
asking
Now
if
you
it's
put in
black.
yours?
here's my issue. When I grew up, they used to make the baked macaroni and cheese that you had to cut with a knife. It was real stiff.
Mm-hmm.
And as we got older, we learned yes, you need a good crust at the top of your macaroni and cheese. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that cheese crust at the top, but the inside shouldn't be so stiff that it don't move. Like you cut it like a damn cake. Okay, you need to have enough cheeses and the right types of cheeses that when it come out, you can see that cheese come out. What's good, Jonathan? What's good, Fi? So in macaroni and cheese, we had to change. That's one thing that we changed. The recipe for that changed when now my aunt makes the best macaroni and cheese this side of heaven. I don't know her recipe. Now my cousin, her daughter, knows her recipe. I don't know it, but I told her one day I'm gonna sit down with her so she could teach it. Her macaroni and cheese is the best thing I've ever tasted in my life. I promise you.
I don't like it to be super dry, but I don't like it to be the real extra creamy one that people be making
I
nowadays
don't want
either.
it creamy. I don't want it creamy where the macaroni is swimming, but it when I dip in and pull it out, I do want to see a little pull of the string a little.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Give me a little pull of the string on that
I
macaroni,
I don't
so I
like the
know.
breadcrumbs on top because that's like a casserole. I don't
No,
like
I
the
don't
Yeah.
do
breadcrumbs.
breadcrumbs in macaroni and cheese. I don't do no. I don't like to eat macaroni and cheese with bread. If you use the breadcrumbs in your macaroni and cheese, I don't want it. That's
I
just
expect
like
that from my Caucasian friends.
I don't want no
Exactly.
macaroni and cheese because if you care Caribbean, some Caribbean people put onions and bell peppers
The
in their
macaroni
macaroni
pie.
and cheese.
I'm
They do.
Caribbean. We don't do that. We don't do that.
Hey Quake. No, I know. Hey Fran, I know a lot of Caribbean people, Bahamians, Jamaicans, and my family is Bahamian, but my family doesn't. They don't do the onion
Yeah,
and
we
bell peppers
Jamaican
in
and from St. Croix. We don't do that.
we don't put the onion and bell pepper. But being from Miami, there's a lot. There's a huge Caribbean population
Maybe the
in
Haitian
Miami.
people do that.
No, I've seen it with Bahamians and Jamaicans too.
The Bahamians and Jamaicans, they put the onions and bell
Well,
peppers
some
in there.
Jamaicans need to stay away from macaroni and cheese. That's not
Oh
always
Lord.
the. No, it's true. I'm not. I'm gonna be honest.
But
See,
it's
my we're half. So my all my grandmothers they married Southern men. So they I guess they
mm,
learned.
um,
3 out of my 4 grandparents are all from Bahamas.
I've had
So,
macaroni pie before, like what you talking about with the onions and bell peppers and stuff like that. It's not
mhm.
nasty. It's just different.
It's just different, yeah.
I had it with the red pepper before, but it's a restaurant. It's actually really good. But I
Yeah.
would
Yeah, it's
never make
not
it like
bad,
that.
but when I want macaroni and cheese, I want macaroni and cheese. I'm not thinking about, onions and bell peppers and stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
some
But
people put
I've
all
heard of
that
that before.
seasoning in it too. I don't like all that season. One time we had some macaroni and cheese, and it was just too seasoned. It was just too
You got
much.
to have the right amount of seasoning. Sometimes people put too much. I do feel like you do need to have some seasoning. Now, everybody have
Yes.
their own recipe of what seasonings they put in there. Like I know people that put all time. I've paprika and seasoned salt and onion powder, and I've heard all kinds of stuff. I say go with whatever your recipe is, but don't tell me you ain't put no seasonings in there. Don't tell me you just have noodles and cheese. Now, depending on how you make it, some people put the evaporated milk and egg mixture. Some people don't.
We
I've
do.
seen both. Like in my family, we do. You gonna have your evaporated milk, your egg, and then your
Yes, we
seasoning in
do.
there as well. But that's gonna go in there. But
Well, a
give or
lot of
take,
people don't put egg, and I don't understand that.
some people feel like you don't have to put egg because the cheese will leave it together, keep it together. But it just depends on how you were taught. It just
Yep.
depends
It's
on
just
how
a
you were
custard
taught.
versus a roux. That's all.
Yeah. Like, because in some people's roux, they put sour cream in there.
Oh,
I don't like
that's too
that.
much. That's too much.
And I've had it with the sour cream, and it wasn't bad. It was actually not bad at all. But the roux that you put in, it just depends on how
I
you
don't
were.
like it because my cousin like use that dang sour cream, but she uses. I'm sorry, she used sour cream and cream cheese, and she used Velveeta. None of
Oh
those have
no,
any
not
real
Oh
flavor.
Velveeta.
no!
No,
That's
we're
too
not
much.
doing Velveeta. It's a lot of things. You can put several types of cheeses, but what we're not gonna do is put Velveeta. Mm-mm.
Yeah, what? And I'm like, you ain't learned that from your granny. I know you ain't learned it from your mama.
It has
Where
to
did
be
you
Mm-mm.
get that
fresh
from?
shredded cheese. Fresh shredded
Um,
cheese.
Miss
Yeah,
Pretty, in my family, we use the egg. How much egg depends on how much you're making. That for us, the amount of egg depends on how much. If you got to make, a whole big giant pan, that or if you make it just a small pan, depends on how much you're making. But black people, we ain't using no Velveeta. That's some white people shit.
mm-mm. I think she must have
No,
got that from TikTok or something.
Now I know some
Yeah.
black people that use Velveeta. It's just I won't be eating their macaroni and
Yeah, we went
cheese.
out.
Mm.
That's
Uh,
like I went to an actual black person's house. I always tell this story where I went to the black person's house and I went early for Thanksgiving and they put the greens, cut it out the bag and put it straight in a pot. Didn't
Oh
wash the greens at
no.
all. I
ugh.
said, "Oh," I wasn't loud about it. I said, "Oh," and I made a mental note. I'm not eating these greens. So when they passed the container of greens, I was like, "Oh, I don't really eat greens." Knowing I love me some greens.
They didn't even clean the greens.
Did not clean their greens. Like,
That's why you can't eat everybody food. You cannot eat everybody
exactly.
food.
I mean, they
It's like at
literally
work.
cut it from the bag and put it in the
They probably
doggone
said, "Well,
pot.
it say triple washed."
Like,
Was it the ones that come in the bag that
yeah,
they
it
think
was
is
the one that come
pre-washed?
in a bag and it's cut. I don't care what that bag say.
It's
Baby,
not
we gonna
washed.
watch these greens. That's what we gonna do. These
Them bags
greens
say
gonna get
triple
clean.
washed, and people still be coming back with listeria poisoning and stuff. So apparently, one of them washes ain't go through.
Listen, what we gonna do? We gonna get this vinegar and this salt and make sure that we wash these greens. We not gonna play with y'all, okay? Girl, not gonna play with y'all.
They say I overdo the cheeses though for my macaroni. I like to. I use
You got to know the right combinations.
yeah, I like to
Hmm.
use smoked Gouda, and I like
Yeah.
to use sharp cheddar and extra sharp cheddar,
I
and I
use
use
sharp
mozzarella.
cheddar and I use medium cheddar. I use
Yeah,
both.
Yes.
Um, both sharp because you can't have too much sharp.
right.
Like,
And
and I
so
use
that
Munster. I like some
I love
Munster.
to use
Munster is
mustard in
good
mine
too.
too,
Mhm.
and I like Kobe Jack also. Not Monterey Jack though.
I do a little bit of Monterey Jack.
Like I said, and but it also depends on what your roux has in it because that's going to blend with the flavors of the cheeses as well. So
Right.
depending on what seasonings you may
Hmm.
use, it should complement your um your cheeses.
I mean, it's
Now,
really not a recipe. We never had recipes in my family. You watched grandma cook, and then you just
well, right, yeah, there's
that's
no
it.
written down recipe, but there
Like,
was the memorized recipe. You knew
yes.
what to put. Now, what I had to do growing up, I did write it down because I was like, now wait a minute. Because they had pots that they only cook certain things in that one pot. And they would say, baby, fill it up to that line right there. What line? You see that little line that's brown that's been burned in? That's how high it need to go. Wait, how much is that? Fill it up to the line. How much
That's my
is
granny
that?
with her greens.
Lord, and you better not buy them no new pot. Oh, baby,
Mm-mm.
you bet not. Those elders in my family, you bet not try to buy
No
them a
new
new
pot.
pot. A new pot? No, we're not doing that.
My
Mm-mm.
mother's still making food in the same pots since I was little, and I'm 50. Every Sunday
Pots
she make
older than all
pancakes
of
in the
us.
same pan.
Pots older than all of us.
Yeah, definitely got some cast iron older than all of us from my granny when she was here.
So I'm just saying. And then, like St. James was asking me about my greens. I'm gonna have some listen. I might even lie to somebody and tell them, "Oh, I cooked these with turkey." I'll never
Yeah,
cook greens with turkey. I'm sorry.
you
Cause
be
you gonna have
lying.
people, oh, I don't eat pork. Did you cook these with pork? And I always lie. No, it's all turkey in here. Knowing I just
That's
be
so bad.
lying.
Well, I'm allergic. I would be you would kill me.
Don't eat my greens. Please don't ever eat my greens. I'm just telling you now. If I make greens for you and you don't eat pork, just know you just ate some
Well,
pork.
actually, I don't like collard greens.
I just
I love me some
expect
greens.
people who make greens, it's gonna be pork in that. Even if you tell me, oh, it's just turkey in that, I don't believe it
See,
because I know me.
I like callaloo, which you don't really get too much over here, and then I like
Mhm.
Right.
cabbage. I love callaloo way more than greens.
I love me some good fried cabbage. I do. I do.
I love some
I love
fried
to make fried
cabbage.
cabbage.
And then I like now the best fried cabbage you're gonna get is some good Jamaican fried cabbage with the
Okay.
shoestring carrots in there.
Hmm.
That's gonna give
I
you
can eat that
everything
for
you
a
need.
meal.
What? You better talk to the people. You get you a good Jamaican man that know how to cook and go fry up them carrots and that cabbage. Trying to tell you what I know. I dated
My
a few
favorite part is the cabbage with some oxtail gravy. Mm,
Oxtails cost
mhm.
about $80 now, though.
They are
I don't
expensive. Remember
care.
back in like the 80s and early 90s where you could get oxtails for next to nothing? You used to
Hmm.
get oxtails because they was basically throwing that mess away.
Well, no, because
Child.
now they making oxtail empanadas, oxtail pizza, oxtail grilled
Oxtail
cheese. You can
pizza.
get
Yeah, they make
oh, the
oxtail
oxtail
pizza.
pizza is
I've
so
never
good.
even
Oh
had
my
it. I've never had it. I gotta try it. Where you get that from?
oh. Here up in New York, they have a
Mm.
cuts and slices. There's a couple of pizza spots, and then Kokomo in Brooklyn has really good oxtail pizza. But then you
That's
can go
me
to the
symmetry.
but then you can
Go
go
ahead,
down
Antonio.
to Fulton Street and they have like my daughter went the other day and she had the oxtail and stuffed cocoa bread. And then they have like the oxtail empanadas, oxtail grilled cheese. So they're using all and oxtail fried rice. You ever had oxtail fried rice?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
This is a good place in Columbus Circle. They have oxtail fried rice. That's why the oxtail's so expensive because they taking it and putting it in everything.
Yep.
Oxtail fried rice?
Yes.
Child, I ain't never heard of that, honey. I've had oxtail egg rolls.
Yes.
I
Hmm.
have had that. Hmm.
Oxtail empanadas are good. I love me
I've had
and they put the
oxtail
butter beans
empanadas.
in there. And they put the butter beans in there.
I haven't had it with
Oh,
the
Mm,
that
butter
sounds
beans,
like
but
it'll
I've
be
had
good.
oxtail. They had the cabbage and stuff in there,
yeah. Yeah.
but I haven't
Well,
had oxtail empanadas. Dear God. I mean, I've had oxtail empanadas, but I haven't had it with the butter beans. Child.
you gotta try the oxtail fried rice. That's good.
Now, um, do y'all cook black eyed peas
Oh
I
God,
don't
my
eat
on
black eyed
mother
New
for
peas.
Year's?
New Year's, yes, and fried chicken, black eyed peas.
No, if I'm cooking black eyed peas, I want neck bones. I do. I want some neck bones.
No, she put the turkey neck bones, but she still gotta fry some chicken. But she gonna make them black eyed
Mm.
peas. I don't think it's ever been a year that the women in my
And
family
then
did
you
not
go,
make them
and
black eyed
then
peas.
now do your people put a few pieces of okra in their black eyed peas?
No, mm-mm.
My family they'll put the whole okra. Why are you putting this whole okra in there, baby? Did I tell you to put that okra in there? Why you? It don't be a lot. It'd be like 2 or 3 pieces.
Mm-mm.
Now, when I cook my black eyed peas, I don't put the okra in there. But my grandma and her sisters, baby, they swore by they gonna have 3 or 4 pieces of okra in that pot of black eyed peas. Cha.
My
But
mom
I
still make
need
black
me
eyed
some
peas,
neck
but I don't
bones.
like black eyed peas at all.
Symmetry says she already picked up a bag of black eyed peas and smoked neck bones. Child, that sound like my family. Baby, we gonna have them neck bones with some black eyed peas. Now, my granddaddy used to like lima beans with his neck bones. I didn't like it as a child, but as I got older, that thing used to slap, boy. Ow! Woo, baby. And my grandfather used to like them nasty ass pork chop sandwiches. And I call them nasty because I don't eat condiments, but he would have to have his fried pork chop with his with his bread. He was gonna have a thin layer of mayonnaise on his bread
Wait, you don't
and
eat
a slice of
condiments?
tomatoes. And one
Like
slice of
no,
tomato.
you don't eat any condiments.
I'll eat barbecue sauce. That's about it.
You don't even like hot sauce?
Mm-mm.
Oh
No
Lord.
ketchup,
Mm-mm.
mustard.
Mm-mm.
I couldn't live without hot sauce.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
I
do hot.
love hot sauce.
I don't like nothing spicy.
Oh
Oh.
wow. So you don't like Thai food?
Like if it's too spicy, hot going in, hot coming out. I don't like spicy food. I want to be able to taste my food, and when food is too spicy for me, I can't taste it. Like my mouth is on fire. I can't taste it. I want to be able to taste the food.
Yeah, some people have a bigger sensitivity to was capsaicin. Yeah. So
We just
it
ordered
just is what
Indian
it is.
food. We about to burn, baby, burn today.
I
Eating
love
Indian
Indian
food.
food.
It's gonna burn, and they burn coming out.
Ah,
I had this one
mm-mm.
curry that had literal tears streaming down my face, but it tasted so good.
I
I
can't
can't eat
even
that
taste the
Korean chicken.
food.
That Korean hot chicken. One time, I almost died.
I can't
I
even
almost
taste
died.
the food when it's that hot, y'all. I don't know how y'all listen. When that stuff too hot, I can't taste the food. Like my mouth is burning.
But that's how
Mm-mm.
your stomach stay flat because you gotta eat spicy food. They say you gotta eat spicy food to
I
keep
Well,
your
grow
why my
stomach
relative, they
stomach
flat.
ain't
eat
flat?
spicy food, and their stomach is not flat at all.
My mother put red pepper in everything. Everything is spicy.
Ronald said he
Spaghetti.
used Red Devil brand hot sauce. I had an ex that used to use that brand.
I use Trappies. That's probably only here in New York.
My grandfather only used crystals. That's it. That's it.
I
That's
like
all.
crystals. I like Louisiana, but I like El Yucateco hot sauces the most.
I think Trappies is like an Indian's one,
Mm-mm.
like an Indian
It sounds
spice.
way too hot. You
It's
said
not
from
hot. It tastes good on chicken
give me
and
my
everything.
now. If I'm eating chicken, I'm gonna want lemon pepper chicken. I'm a lemon
So
pepper.
you don't put when you eat macaroni salad or you don't put no hot
I don't eat
sauce.
macaroni salad because it has mayonnaise in it.
Oh, I
Um,
don't eat mayonnaise, but my mother makes very light mayonnaise with a little bit of mustard. But she
Nope,
knows how to make my macaroni salad.
that's
I
too much.
cannot eat
Mm-mm.
mayo.
I
I
don't eat
can't eat anything
condiments.
white. I don't eat anything white.
I
Um,
don't eat condiments. So listen, all of this mayo, mustard, no, God no. The most you gonna get me to eat is I
hot
will
sauce,
eat barbecue
barbecue.
sauce and I will eat Italian dressing. That's it. That's it. That's all. And it better not be creamy Italian. Don't no,
Oh
I
no,
don't do
no,
creamy
no.
so
Italian.
you only
Mm-mm.
like a vinaigrette?
I can do a vinaigrette.
Yeah,
I can do a vinaigrette,
yeah.
but
I,
that's about it. Mm-mm.
I can't do cream cheese, cottage cheese, blue cheese, ranch.
What is that going
Nothing
on?
creamy.
What is that
Anything. I don't
going
like. I don't like nothing white.
I
Mm-mm. I
love a
don't like
good blue
even as
cheese dressing with my wings. Y'all don't eat none of the stuff that I
no, no.
eat.
Even as a baby, my mother will tell you, I did not want milk. I wanted apple juice. I was like,
Y'all don't
I
do
did
y'all
not
eat
want
salsa?
what?
I
What?
like a good
Salsa.
pico de gallo.
No, no. I eat salsa, but I have that gene that you can't eat cilantro because it
Um,
I
tastes
love
bad.
cilantro. Oh
No, but
yes.
there's if you do your ancestry.com, sometimes people have a gene that they have like
Oh.
a weird reaction. Like I'll throw up at a Mexican restaurant at the
Oh.
table if I get a piece of cilantro. So my girlfriends know not to take me to Mexican restaurants because I will throw up. It has
I'm
happened
not
multiple times.
I'm not big on Mexican food. Like there are very few things. Like if I go to a Mexican restaurant, I'm probably getting a fajita. If I'm getting
Or
chips,
quesadilla.
I don't want the no, I ain't getting no quesadilla because I don't know what's in there. It look like too much going on. It might have some I don't eat in that. Mm-mm. Give me a fajita. If I do the chips, I want pico de gallo. I don't want the salsa. Give me pico de gallo. And I'll do a ceviche. I like a good ceviche.
I love some good al pastor tacos.
The tacos, you gonna be like, why you even ordering taco? Because I don't want none of the give me the lettuce, the meat. I might do give me and you could do a pico de gallo on the top. That's it. Don't give me no sour cream and all of this other stuff. No.
Yeah, I like street tacos. They don't come with all that extra
Mexican
stuff.
is my least favorite. And it's funny, I love Mexico.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not a big
Well, you
Mexican.
know,
Very few
the
things.
peach people love Mexican. Anytime at work,
That's all they want to. That's all they want to
when I
eat
go
is
to Mexico, I
Mexican.
eat Chinese food.
You
Oh, I
know,
love some good tamales.
That's
you
every
know
time
they in the corn husks. They love
they
them tamales and corn husks, baby.
They are good.
Now I'm from Miami, where we get a lot of good Cuban food. Now, one thing them Cubans can do, they can make some empanadas and they breakfast. You go to the good Cuban gas station and they're gonna have the whole kitchen over there. Baby, they gonna make you a breakfast that gives you everything you ever wanted in life. Now, if
And
them
they make
Cubans
good
can't do
steak
nothing
too.
else, they make good skirt steaks.
Yes.
Um, the Cubans do, but they breakfast, any of their breakfast sandwiches is life changing.
Yeah, I like Cuban food.
Yeah, I love
That's one thing
Cuban
I do
food.
miss about Miami. I miss the different varieties of Latin food and Caribbean food. We don't have that here.
I like Dominican food, but again, I'm from New York, so I
I
love
like
Dominican
Dominican
food.
men. Miss Baythang say she only eat meat and cheese on tacos. I hear you, Miss Baythang. Don't give me none of that other stuff on here.
That's
I
all.
ain't
I
ask
don't
for
want
all
no
that.
guacamole. I don't
Yeah.
want no
Mm-mm.
green stuff. Just meat and cheese and some lettuce.
I'll do pico de gallo. I do like pico de gallo. If you can make a good pico, I'm good with that. But all of that other nonsense, that creamy stuff, and mm-mm.
A lot of that stuff is Americanized too, though.
I feel like that because when I went to Mexico, theirs was real different.
Yeah.
But in the same way, I've had students that are Chinese, actually Chinese, and their parents are Chinese, and they say the Chinese food that we call Chinese food is not Chinese food. They say that's Cantonese. They
Yeah.
said
Plus, we add a lot of sugar and stuff to ours.
they say like when you
Well,
go to
the
the Chinese restaurant, that's not Chinese food. They say if you want to know if it's something that's Chinese, they say they cook with a lot of nuts like peanuts, cashews,
hmm
and stuff. He says you get a lot of nuts and stuff in their food. So that's how you can differentiate.
well, some of the best
Yeah.
Chinese I had is in Mexico. Like if you go to ever go to
Interesting.
Tulum, the whole time I'm in Mexico, I eat Chinese food. They make a
Interesting.
really good crab fried rice. They really make really good fried chicken. I love it.
Well, y'all know I'm going to Colombia on Monday, so I'm gonna see what the food is about in Colombia
I
because
might
I'm
go
here
on
for
the
all of that.
sixth. I'm trying to see if I'm gonna make this trip to Colombia
I'm going to
after New Year.
Cartagena, even though my friends
Yes,
say go Medellin or in another spot, but I'll be in Cartagena on the beach.
Okay.
that's a beautiful birthday present.
hmm
And so
So
you're gonna go visit the African part?
I'm gonna see all of the black Colombian people.
I knew
Mm,
that's what he was about to say.
mm, I'm gonna see what they have to offer.
You
Oh,
about to
let
go
us
experience
know.
some culture, right?
Well, according to scientific statistics, the largest phalluses on Earth come from the great country of Colombia. That's what scientific statistics say.
Really?
Okay.
hmm
Where you saw that?
The country with the largest male reproductive organ is
Colombia?
Colombia. That's what they said.
That wouldn't have anything to do with you taking a trip down there, would it?
No, it wouldn't. That's just
Okay.
coincidence. A
Well, I
good
guess let us
coincidence.
know. Let us know.
But you know, when I looked at the list, most of the countries are somewhere around the equator.
Well, because my
Mhm.
grandmother always said you had to let a young man thing get some sun. You gotta let them run out in the sun. They need sun for it to grow. You ever heard of that?
Just let your little child run out there. Just run free. Just run out there. Just go out there and play.
That's what she did. She let them run in the sun.
That might work. You might be right. Listen, I don't know. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't know. I
I'm telling
say
you, it's true. You gotta let it get. You gotta let it run
you
in the
are
run.
probably right. Just let your
Well,
children
that's
run in the.
hello. Your statistics just proved that near the equator, they letting
It
their kids
did.
run out in the sun.
You might have a point there. Can't argue with it. Cannot argue with it. Listen, when you're right, you're right. I can't argue. Listen, are y'all going anywhere for your Christmas?
Up the
No, I'm thinking
street.
about. Yeah, I'm going to my mother's, but I'm thinking about going to Columbia on January 6th. I'll see.
Oh, that's right around the corner.
I know. It's not that expensive.
Ronald, don't be asking me no question. Ronald, click the link. Don't be asking me no damn question. You come your ass up here and you ask what you want to ask. Don't be asking me no question. You click the link and you come your butt up here and ask it yourself, sir. Lord, asking me no questions. Why you want to come, Ronald? Am I going to document my research? Child.
You gonna give us a story time when you get back?
That might be on members only. Yeah, I might have to do a members only list. Cause I'm going with the crew. It's me and my four. It's the four of us. We going, and when we go places, you leave your significant other at home. You you make sure that no photographic evidence is taken. hmm I'm
Mm.
just saying.
I've been thinking
That-
about going on a cruise for my 40th.
I haven't been on a cruise in a while. It's been a while since I haven't been on a cruise since COVID.
I can't get anybody to go on a cruise with me. Everybody's scared of the water.
I've never been on one, but it's mostly just because I'm not that big on being around people. And that
You like
seems like the opposite.
it's like a lot. That's another thing. It seems overwhelming with people, and you can't get away from them.
Yeah.
Like my next cruise, I want to be Royal Caribbean. It's adult only, and I'm here for adult only cruises.
Yeah, I ain't trying to go with nobody children.
Oh no.
That's Carnival. You be over there dealing with all kinds of foolishness with Carnival.
Mm-mm. Cause I can't my like physically my brain can't handle misbehaving children. I've been and felt the need to correct somebody's child.
Oh,
I,
not that you're
I
gonna pop somebody's child. Bam, shut up.
I don't pop, but I would give them that look. Like you need to go on some dang where.
Child. Crazy Homebody Girl said, I'm going on my first cruise in
Bitch,
March
you
for
on my
my
birthday.
40th birthday. Going by myself. I ain't mad at it. Ronald, you got a lot of questions. You need to click the link and ask these damn questions. Cause you over here in this chat asking all these questions, Ronald. Ronald. Ron.
We nice, I promise.
Child, I ain't paying Ronald no mind. Care. I've never even heard of a smooth jazz cruise. I've never even heard of that.
That sounds nice though.
It does, but a smooth jazz cruise. Antonio, you still on mute? And oh, there you go. A smooth
Okay, I'm back.
jazz.
My girlfriend wants to go on a cruise in Japan, which they're not that
Oh, that'd
bad.
be real nice.
I've been to Japan for my 40th. I went to Japan for 6 days and 5 nights. I wanted to move. I wanted to literally relocate
Was
and
that
move to
enough time?
Japan.
Was that enough time? That did you feel like that was a long enough stay?
Yes, because that doesn't. It ended up being about 8 days because we had like a day to get there,
Mm.
and then we had another day to get back. So it
Where all
ended up
did y'all
being.
go in Japan?
Hmm?
Where all did y'all go?
We stayed in Tokyo, but we did go to Nagasaki. We went to what's with the
Osaka?
Osaka. We went to the place, the city close to where they had that nuclear reactor eruption. I
Uh-huh.
feel
Mhm.
like that probably wasn't a good idea, but we went there.
I would
They took
agree.
us there. They took us to a lot of places. Listen, they don't owe me nothing. It's such great food. Everything is so clean there.
Oh,
So clean
That's what I
there.
hear everybody comment on about how clean and
how
orderly it is
clean it
there.
is.
Like it's a whole different. Like you feel like what the fuck? You go there, you're like, what the fuck are we doing over in America? Like, why are we so behind the times? Like you literally, it's so good. I really wanted to move. I really wanted to move. You have not had sushi until you've had it over there. What we have over here, even the best sushi restaurant I ever been to in my life, mm-mm, it had nothing on what looked to be the worst sushi restaurant over there.
Um,
But they consider it to be an art, though, don't they?
But now they have a lot of different options for their sushi there that we don't have here. Um, so it's but oh my god, it was so good. The food was so good. Oh my god, the food was so good. Now I did go to the gay area, the gay district, and the gay Asian men, they really like us black men. I really wasn't into them like that, but
because
I
they were
did get
small.
into. I found some black people that were in the military over there that I could frolic around with.
Hmm. I know why you didn't like them.
I
He was
I
not.
need people
Antonio
with
like to
melody.
know.
I need people with
He was
melody.
like,
That's
I'm
what I
not.
need.
He's like, I'm not interested.
Ronald, you gotta Ronald, Ron. You got a lot to say in this damn chat. I told you, say it with your chest. Bring your ass up here, Ron, and say it with your chest. Cause we heard that you a whole science queen over there. Ron. Ron over there in Nebraska, where they, where they be fucking in the cornfields and shit.
It's
Not
the
the
sun.
cornfield.
It's the direct sun.
Child, they unzip them overalls and get the screwing down to the Nebraska. Don't do me. That's why he always be late to class. He be around there with trade. Hmm. Child,
Literally from y'all on YouTube is how I learned what trade was. Because I had no idea what nobody was talking about. I
child. Well, I
was
will
thinking it was
say
bingo.
like this: if you ask a more seasoned gay about trade, they will give you a more truer definition of trade. A lot of the young kids who grew up where there was a lot more freedom for gays and you were a lot more tolerated and you could be out and open. Their definition of what trade is very different from those that grew up during the time where you couldn't be out and open and you had to be, in small communities and closeted. So what we see as trade, some of these young kids, they call people trade, and I'll be like, child, that's a butch queen. Child, ain't no trade, that's a butch queen. Like they don't know the difference between a butch queen and a butch bunny. They don't even have those terms. Like we had a lot
Wait,
of terms.
what is that?
You get
A
real
butch
technical.
bunny. A butch bunny.
That I never heard of.
I
Like
never
a
heard of a
butch
butch bunny.
bunny is somewhere in between a butch queen and a femme queen. They're not a femme queen. They're not a traditional butch queen, but we would call them butch bunnies.
Mm.
And so that was in between like a femme queen and a butch queen. You would have butch bunnies. So a lot of girls that they classify as butch queens nowadays, back in the day, we would be like, "Oh, that's a butch bunny." Hmm.
And I never really try to use the terminology because I feel like it ain't really my place to. But I like to hear and learn and know, just learn about stuff. Because why not?
What's so funny to me is, and I talk to my friends that's my age about this. Um, Coming from a time, I graduated high school in the late '90s, went to college very, very, very late '90s into the early 2000s, and I come from a time where you had to be closeted. Our vernacular and our culture within the black gay community was just ours. And I've as an adult seen a time where our culture, our vernacular, and everything has come mainstream. And it's so weird to me. Like when it first started to happen, it's so weird. And now the black community, which shunned our community, wanted no parts of us, wanted us to hide in secrets and in dark corners, has taken ownership of a lot of parts of our gay black culture and vernacular and made it their own and try to make it like we don't have ownership of it no more. Like it's just there. And I'm
That's what I
like,
was about to say. Do you feel like it was
okay.
done in a respectful way? Because I don't.
Yeah, it wasn't. It really wasn't. And and this is and what I'm going to say is and in no way, shape, form, or fashion an attack on anybody here. But I started to before I started seeing straight black men do it. It was a lot of straight black women that started to do it. Where um in the back in the day, you had your one, we would call it a fag hag. You had your one um straight woman. She was the fact she was the only one, and it didn't matter if they were black. Sometimes they were white. They might have been this, but it was just one. And as there was started to be more things culturally, somewhere around, I would say, '04, maybe even if I go early enough to '03-ish, 2003, 2004, where you started to have glimpses of our community in mainstream community. A lot of the black straight women would start to come around our community. And if they weren't coming around our community, we were so vested in straight black women's community, especially with in entertainment industry and things like that, with makeup and hair and wardrobe and stylists and things like that. That they would take on, in colloquial conversations, just being around. They would take on the vernacular, just hanging out with the gays. You know what I'm saying? So they would take on that vernacular, and it started to seep into you know, when they would go home or be around non-gay folks, and that started to, it sounded fresh and new for some people, and then you started to see glimpses of it in on television or on mainstream media. But this is before social media was even a big thing. And so I remember the first time I heard a straight black man say, "What's T?" I said, "What the?" And this was in about,
You
oh,
sure he was straight?
oh, I'm very sure. That I know for sure.
Oh wow.
This was in about, oh, he didn't say what's T. He said what's the T. And so I knew people who aren't from our world, they'll say what's the T. Or some of the younger gays will say what's the T. That's not how it was when you were well, old girls say what's T. That's what there's no what's the T is. Girl, what's T? You know what I'm saying? And so he said, "What's the T?" Or you might hear people say, "Oh, what's the tea on that?" Or y'all spilling tea, and I'd be like, because that's something in my earliest of days, like the elders in the gay community, when you started to hang around and they would teach you the black gay experience, you learned that vernacular. So this had to be about '09 or 2010, the first time I heard a straight man say that, and I was like, and it caught me off guard because at that time I was out, but not out out. So I was out. If you asked me, I would tell you, but I wasn't out to the point where I was just like, "Hey, here I am." So I was like, I didn't know how to take it because when he said that, I didn't want to say it back because to me, if I said it back to him, I would be basically acknowledging, yes, I'm one of the girls. So it was so confusing to me. I just walked away from this person and was like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, sir. Please get away from me. But it's so weird because I watched this arc of us being shunned and ostracized and in our little corner and at our little clubs that met once a night. I mean, once a week, wherever, to now it's so embedded in the black culture, in the
Yeah.
mainstream culture, not just even with black people, even with white people and other ethnic groups. And so it's so just to watch it happen is so weird to me because I just know, you know, right, throwing shade and having receipt, all of that comes from the gay community. All of that comes from us.
I
That
just hope
whole
it gets to a point
receipt.
where you have the lingo and all of that and different mannerisms and things, but I hope it gets to a point sometime where there's actual acceptance. because you can you can appropriate a culture, but you don't necessarily appreciate it. And I want it to get to the point where it's actually appreciated.
Well,
But
white
that's
people
just
do
my
that with
desire.
black culture. Think about all of the things that white people appropriate from
Right.
black culture, but they don't accept black people. They're still just as racist as they want to be. But they will appropriate our culture
Yeah.
and our everything. But
Yep.
they don't want no parts of us really. They want us to go away.
But I don't see why people. Well, I never mind because I do see why people. So never mind. Don't even let me go on that tangent.
Well, what happens is people want all of the good parts of whatever someone's culture is. They don't want to take on the totality. That's just like when I see a lot of Latino people or white people who say, "Oh, I grew up in the hood and things like that, so I should be able to say the N word or
My good
I can
brother, Fat Joe.
appropriate the black culture," but they don't take that same, "Oh, I'm black" when the police come around.
Or when
Mm.
they go to work.
Or right, or when they're at work, or
Or
when
when they
it's a
vote for Donald Trump.
disadvantage. They only want the good stuff. So that's why I don't have a problem saying the N word because I feel like black people who know what it's like to be on the good part of it or the bad part of the word hard they you know can say, okay, I can take this and use it as I wish because I know what that means. I know the full brunt of it. In the same way, as a gay man, if I say the F bomb to another gay man, that's different than somebody else that's not a part of my community saying it because you don't know what it's like to live through that from your earliest time. Most gay people from their earliest memories, the first time they could speak, walk, or anything, some of their first memories might have been, "Hey, don't be no faggot." That's the first thing you hear. Like you just trying to be you, be a child, and they're telling you to butchen up or act more masculine, or you don't want to be a faggot, or they're using all of these horrible terms. You might not even know what that means, but these are some of your earliest memories that you have,
Mm.
which is very interesting.
Pouring hate into kids. I can't talk because I got a cold. But you basically pouring hate into children, and then you wonder why when they get older, they are so outward, wanting to be quote unquote accepted and have a quote unquote agenda. No, it's just people wanting to live their lives out loud.
And,
And
and
what's wrong
pe-
with that?
people talk all of the time about why gay people are always defensive or always ready to read somebody or always quick with it. And I have to tell them, I said, because from the first time they ever did something, said something, they were always put on defense. Somebody was attacking them. Some of your earliest and first memories was being attacked about just trying to live and be a child and experience and learn and grow. And so it hardens you over years and years. If that's all you grow up under, you become hardened. And when somebody says something the wrong way to you, you're ready. You are ready.
Right.
They say, "Why do y'all have such sharp tongues?" Because we had to. It was sharpened for decades.
I never knew why people thought gay dudes couldn't fight. You think that somebody quote unquote soft because they gay. People been fighting. The gay
Listen,
dudes I knew could scrap.
all that's why if you see the girls at the club, baby, they gonna come in there and they gonna sashay. But baby, listen, they gonna fight. Them girls be fighting. They are battle cats, honey. Girl, I call them Chitara because they are battle cats, honey. Girl, they be fighting out there. I'll be having all this fighting to carry on to do, honey. I can't do it. Mm-mm. Child. Honestly, I had to be told that I wasn't supposed to jump rope and play hopscotch. And I love jumping rope and playing hopscotch. Love jumping rope. Mind you, my uncle said, "Well, why you over there with that jump rope?" And I told my uncle, "When I saw Mike Tyson on TV, he was jumping rope on TV. Why I can't jump rope?" Don't be doing that faggot shit. That's what my uncle I remember that. I was like 6 years old, and I was like, we had like a jump rope competition at school at my elementary school. And I was in it, and I was going, I was determined. I was always competitive. I was determined to beat everybody. And my uncle came to my grandma's house one day. I was out there jumping rope practicing and shit. And my uncle said, "What you do?" He snatched it from me. I said, "Well, Uncle, I see Mike Tyson over there. He was jumping rope on television. What's wrong with that?" Mm-mm. He took it from me. Sure did. A mess. A mess. Mm, mm, mm. So it's horrible. It's horrible. Horrible. I remember having to be play football as a child. I didn't like it. I was out there though. Cause I was little, and little bodies don't like when big bodies hit them. So I was fast, but I didn't want to hit nobody. I didn't want to catch no ball. So they made me play corner. Coach would say, "You just go out there, you make sure they don't get the ball." I didn't want to be bothered out there, but I said, "Okay, let me just go." So I used to be out there. Girl, listen, because if you play corner, you were less likely to get hit. But baby, the first time somebody hit me, baby, I laid on that ground. The way I laid on that ground, the wind was knocked out of me. And when I got the wind back, coach was like, "You got to get up and get back out." I said, "No, I don't. No, I don't." I said,
Like it's a wrap. It's over.
Mm-mm. My grandfather and my grandma used to go out there and say, "Y'all make sure," because they had to put you in for a certain number of plays, because they was paying money for you to be out there, so you had to get in a certain number of plays. I went in and did however many number of plays I got, and sat my ass on the goddamn bench, and then hope somebody ain't get hurt that was ahead of me, because that jump was too serious. I got hit that first time. I said, "Oh!" I hit the ground. Shit. Lord. Don't do me, Volvo. Look at Volvo. Volvo ain't shit. Look at Volvo. You ain't shit.
I was wondering where she went. Okay.
Oh yeah, Bap said her phone died. I'm not cooking tonight. I should start cooking tonight, but I'm not
I'm
cooking
on
tonight.
Uber Eats right now. Like, what am I? Because they got Indian. I don't think I want it anymore.
I gotta figure out what I want. Is anything open? It is Christmas Eve. Ain't too much open.
Magnolia has no more banana pudding.
Like I know Publix is closed. I think
Well, everything is open here in New York. I'm in the city. I'm in Manhattan, so
okay.
I can still order anything.
Well, the grocery store is closed, but I know the pizza spots is closed. Chipotle is over there. I wonder if they open. I wonder if they open. Nope, they closed. Mm-mm-mm. I wonder is the Mexican place Tijuana Joe's open? Is they open? Yep, they open. They close at 9 though.
Oh, let me
Everything
order.
closed. Shit, I know. Papa John's open. They're gonna be open forever. They're gonna be open all night.
Where are you? You what part of where do you live?
I'm basically Roswell, Georgia.
Oh, okay. I
Yep.
don't know where that is.
Wait, Papa John's closing at 8 o'clock. Oh, even Papa John's closing at 8 o'clock. These people say, "Listen, we got Christmas. We not staying out here for y'all. We got Christmas going on. These people need to go home." Okay, I see
Order stuff.
y'all. Child, I'm about to get up off here and go get me something to eat. Ronald, I see you. How you ain't come up here? I told you to bring your ass up here, Ronald, and you stayed your stinking ass in the goddamn chat. Mm-hmm. Montrez, where's you at, Montrez? You know Montrez to be hiding from us. Don't be trying to hide,
Mhm.
Montrez. See if you know what movie this come from. See, this what I'm talking about, Shabam Boo. Niggas be trying to hide the good shit. I love that movie. You know what movie that's
Wait,
from, Antonia?
no, wait, what movie is that?
That is Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your
Oh,
juice in the hood.
yes.
When they went to that party and they went looking for liquor and they found it in the other room, she said, "See, this what I'm talking about, Shabam Boo. Niggas be trying to hide the good shit." Cha.
That's gonna be my auntie tomorrow.
Mm-mm. Trying to tell you. I got some wine. I got that Chardonnay that my coworker gave me for a Christmas guy. I got both of those bottles in there. I went and got me a bottle of that Georgia Muscadine wine that I got that I like. It's a red wine. So
Hmm.
Georgia Muscadine wine is so good. So I'm at one of them too.
I
I'm
have
gonna do them all.
some chocolate rum from Jamaica, and some pineapple and mint. I like rum, so we're gonna be rumming it
You
up
know, rum is the
tomorrow.
strongest alcohol you can find.
But it doesn't do anything to me. Wine don't knock me out before rum.
How
I could
strong is
drink
that
rum.
rum?
I could drink rum. Well, both of my grandmothers were they drink screwdrivers for
The
breakfast with their
strongest
coffee.
alcohols on earth all come from the Caribbean and they're all rums.
They don't do anything to me, and I have
Right. But
Jamaican
you
rum.
got the right one
No,
because
no, no. I have the right ones. I'm just Jamaican. They don't do. It's in
oh
my blood.
child, you give me that white red nephew, child, that thing will tear me down.
I have so
You
much rum in there, all
child.
kinds.
That red nephew ain't nothing to listen. And that's about and there's a lot of stuff way stronger than red nephews. And that's about the strongest I'm gonna go is red nephew.
I wonder if I have
Um
red nephew in there. Let me go. I
the
have
white
so
or the
many.
brown.
No, I have brown. Definitely have brown. But I just got the chocolate one, which I didn't know they had. But I have it. It's you can only buy it in Jamaica. It's a chocolate rum. But I might open that tomorrow.
Child, that's just like that Everclear. Child, listen, all this 190 proof stuff. Um, my uncle got this bottle of something called Golden Grain. I said, listen, I can't. Mm-mm. Listen, I said, can't do it, won't do it.
Let me see. My little stash.
Cause I can't do it. I drink my gin and I keep it moving. I keeps it moving. Oh wait, you know what? You know what? I apologize. We have not even heard from Larry. It's Christmas Eve. The people need you to at least do one good ditty. People,
Oh
you know,
God,
I
Larry.
apologize, y'all. Larry ain't been out here yet. Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, gender-conforming members of our audience, Larry has come to sing you a Christmas jingle, and here he is.
Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So love the world. I want to fight. That he gave his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe
Major sugar spike.
they shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus. Thank you, Larry. Yeah. Let me see if I could call this man to come lay up with me so he can get these last few days of all of this hair because it's coming up. I told him I'm going to the barbershop on Saturday or Sunday before I go out of town. It's all coming off. All of it. I'm just
How do
saying.
you read the percentages of alcohol? I don't even know how to read those.
It should be down at the bottom, like next to
But
where
what
it
does
says
it
the proof.
mean? Like
Like
it says
if it's
20.
40% alcohol, you multiply that by 2, and that tells you the proof. So like 40% alcohol is 80 proof. If you have 50% alcohol, it's 100 proof.
Okay,
You
so
know,
these are 30, 50. This one is another 30. But these are nothing. This is like Kool-Aid.
30% alcohol or 30 proof?
30 proof.
Okay. Yeah, 30 proof ain't that
But
bad.
they but the
Now, once you get
Appleton,
over,
the aged rum, they don't have anything on it. Just says aged.
oh, that might be a
Like
problem. That might
the
be.
old
Listen,
those
that's
old
the stuff
ones.
they keep in the jug with the two X's on there.
You ever had
Like the
moonshine?
moonshine. You know, I have moonshine. I had
I got some
some
watermelon moonshine in there.
I had some butterscotch. That butterscotch always do me right. That butterscotch moonshine. I
Yeah,
had the
we got
lemon
some.
drop too. The lemon drop is pretty good too.
You know what gets
Mhm.
you? You just need a little sip of it over some ice, some rum chata. Rum chata knock me out every time.
Listen, rum chata is good with coffee. That's about it. That's about it. That's like Bailey's.
I like rum chata with some eggnog ice cream
I
and some
had
pineapple cake.
last night I had this salted caramel with my eggnog. It was everything. It was everything. Moonshine is strong. It is. It absolutely is. Chah. Yeah, my mama. I don't know what my mama want from me. I already sent you money. I ain't got nothing else to send you, lady. I ain't got nothing else to send you. Those people who may want, like I said, if you look in the description box, the wish list, the birthday wish list is in the description box. If you'd like to also donate to the platform, you could do that here. Um, and I hope that each and every one of you all have a beautiful Christmas. I can't promise y'all I'm gonna go live tomorrow. I can't promise you I'm not gonna go live tomorrow. So if you see me, look for me, and if you don't see me, then don't look for me. I think that'll work.
Well,
Um,
well, everyone have a Merry Christmas.
and
There
thank you
you
so much
have.
for coming up here with me, Antonia,
This
and
is
back
my
too.
first time coming on, and it was by accident. And I'm always in the chat for everybody. So it's my
Listen, you
first
gotta
time
come
coming
on
on.
more often. It's so, isn't it
Well,
fun?
I was a political science major, so you got to bring me on for the politics.
Listen, listen, I don't mind doing it. Listen, we have a good time over here with politics. I saw that, and I gotta check on whether or not that's even possible. So you know how Biden commuted those death sentences where Donald John says just as sure as he gets in office, he's gonna have the DOJ reinstate those death sentences. And I was like, I don't think you can do that. I'll have to check into it, but I
Well,
don't think that that's
I can.
possible.
Well, I used to actually, I actually worked for in criminal justice reform. So let me
Mhm.
just text somebody and ask. I can ask them. I'll get you the answer, but I doubt it because
Yeah, because I think they would have to
there's
retry the trials and have a new sentence. Like they would have to be
well, no,
sentenced again. I would think, you know.
well, my best friend, the one I'm going to text, Trump gave her a pardon.
Okay.
So I'll ask her. She'll know.
Okay. Did you know that was me you disagreed with about Romeo got? I know that was you, Ronald. I know who you are. Romeo got D do not look like Jackson White. Jackson White looks like a mixed man with dreadlocks. Romeo got D look like a Hispanic Latino man. They don't look alike. They have the same skin complexion, but they don't look alike. Mm-mm. Nope. I know that was you, Ronald.
Oh,
I
why
know
would
it was
Trump
you.
want to do that? He irks me because he pardoned all these people.
Because they want to. But remember, Trump had the most. There was the most death, or capital punishment by death, under Donald Trump than of any other president,
But
probably in the last
but
80 years.
but he also was a person when we worked on the First Step Back. He was the person who was very supportive of the First Step Back. So he kind of plays both sides of this,
Hmm.
you know. Trust me, I know a lot of people that got pardons from him, and so
But the thing
I'm like,
about it
What's
is,
his beef? He wants to
his
give the
thing is
pardon. He wants to
exactly.
favor.
He
He
hates
wants
the
to
fact that
favor.
he hates the fact that Biden did it, And because Biden did it, it must be bad. And I have to do everything that I can to go against whatever Biden did.
Mm.
That's what that's about to me. Now, if he goes out here and he pardons the 3 that Biden didn't pardon, then I would have a problem with that.
Well, that would be stupid.
Because the 3 that didn't get the pardon, there was a reason. Dylan Roof should never get a pardon.
tell him. No, he shouldn't. But I wouldn't be
But the
surprised if he
dude,
gave him one.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gave the other dude, the dude that killed all of those people at the mosque. That was one of the 3. I can't think of his name right now, but he killed all of those people at the mosque. I thought he would be. I think Donald Trump would pardon him because he's anti-Semitic.
I gotta get my mind right for this
And
for
then and
2025.
then um and then you got the Boston Marathon bomber is the 3rd guy.
Well, no, he's not doing. No, he's not getting one.
No, he's not getting one. So, hey Nessa, you out in the Miami streets? Did you go to the Usher concert, Nessa? I know Usher was just in Miami this past weekend. Everybody been talking about it. Child, child. Y'all go over there and play with Usher if you want to. You'll be needing some Valtrex. Anyway. Oh, you ain't go, Nessa? Oh, I'm sorry.
I saw him in Vegas. It was good.
I'm gonna go see him when he come here, but I'm gonna see him from afar. I don't need you to touch me, sir. I don't know what you got going on. I'm just saying. And we done seen Jopine. It ain't all that, sir. Anyway, uh,
I don't know how you done seen all of these. I still gotta go look at
listen,
Michael.
I am a connoisseur of all things celebrity meat. Um, we be putting them sometimes, like when new ones come up, we'll put it in the members only chat. But that's only when new ones, like the old ones, we I just assume people have seen all of the old ones. Um, you went to the Niners game and watched us lose, child. Child, all my friends called me on Sunday to remind me that my team lost. I was so upset about it. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here, y'all. We've been on here 2+ hours. I am hungry, and I need to go call a man to come spoon with me. So,
Make you
as-
Christmas breakfast.
no, he gonna be gone by then. I ain't staying overnight. We ain't playing them games, baby. You gotta go home, baby. You gotta go home. We done. You need to go home. So, once he get to be about 11:30. Alright, okay. Yeah, I might let you stay to about 1, but once my phone goes on do not
Mhm.
disturb, which is at 2 a.m., from
You are
2 a.m.
such a
to 7
Capricorn
a.m.,
right now. You a Capricorning right now.
listen, my phone goes on do not disturb from 2 a.m. to 7 a.m. Once my phone is on do not disturb, Ronald, can you handle all that I got going on over here, Ronald? Talk about you
Oh
can't come
Lord.
over. Can you
Oh
handle
Lord.
this? I
Oh
see you in the
Lord.
DMs, Ronald. See if you got what it takes to come on over. Can I come over? Come over. Uncle Jay, you can't be just bringing your ass up here. Look at all these people. Now I stay longer. If y'all come up here and talk to me, I stay longer. But if y'all ain't gonna come up here and talk to me, then I'm gonna go get my ass something to eat and call a man to come over here and spoon with. Can't be playing this game with y'all. Uncle Jay just rolling up in here late. Nessa just rolling up in here all late. Freaking Ron, or his foolery. You see how they do me, Antonio? You see what I got to deal with? Mm.
People busy. It's Christmas Eve. I'm over here wrapping presents. That's why I have time.
Listen. Everybody who I'm giving presents to, they already got their presents. I ain't got that unless that was handled.
Well, my man
Um.
is on his way over, so when he get here, everything stops.
Oh. Oh.
Everything.
I ain't mad at it. She said her man coming over, and when
Mhm.
he come
Everything.
over, the door closes and the belt buckle opens. I ain't say that. I'm just joking, y'all. I'm not gonna for Antonia.
That
She is
always.
she is pure and chaste.
No, I'm not.
Oh
I'm
well.
an Aquarius. You sure
Oh,
already know.
then there's that. I tried. I tried, y'all. I don't know what y'all want from me. You've been at
Mm-mm.
the grocery. Today is the worst day to go to the grocery store. Like you went to the grocery store today?
You're supposed to use Instacart.
Baby, I did all my grocery shopping on Sunday. I went Sunday and got me some stuff to make my greens. And that's about it. And got my turkey necks too. Because I knew today. Oh no, everybody and their mom was at that grocery store. I got my bottles of wine too, because Publix have a good wine selection. You know, good for people who want to pay a decent price. If you don't want to be paying thousands of dollars, but they got some wines that cost a few $100s over there down to the Publix. Aquarius, that's unfortunate, Ronald. You're an Aquarius. Oh,
Ooh, ooh. I already know
mm.
how Ronald get down there. Ooh, I'm Aquarius, man. Mm,
Aquarius
mm.
men ain't all that good. Now, you know what which men are awesome in bed?
I didn't say they was good. I said they just
Oh,
busy. They
oh,
get
okay,
around.
yeah.
I never had one.
I'm gonna tell you which men I try to stay away from because their sex is real good, and they just have sex with you and just throw you to the side like they ain't did, like it's just a regular day, and you be over there wanting to,
It's
you
the
know,
Capricorns.
it's them Tauruses. Oh Jesus.
Oh, that's my man. He's a Taurus.
Oh my God, they snatch your soul.
Who
Oh,
who you telling?
I've never had bad sex with a Taurus ever in my life.
Well, now you know why I gotta hang up.
Okay, girl, I ain't mad at it. Baby, when he come to that house, child.
It's between me and my dog. My dog be fighting. fighting.
Child.
My dog will
Baby,
bite me for
listen.
him.
What I tell you, you find
My
you
my
a
baby
good
daddy's a Pisces.
Taurus. I don't like them Pisces men.
Mm-mm.
They're good at sex, but it's
But they got they
they,
it's
they
too
got mental
emotional.
issues.
Yeah, it's too much
Yeah,
for
too
them.
emotional.
Yeah,
Too emotional. I
yeah.
can't. I can't. Mm-mm,
I can't. Mm-mm.
mm-mm. Pisces have good sex. Now Pisces are very
Yeah, it's
sexual.
good. Yeah, it's
But I
very.
can't. But after the sex, baby, I can't do it. They too emotional. They too all over the place. I can't do it. No, ma'am. No, God.
Very
Mm-mm.
emotional. Very emotional.
Very, very. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
I'll keep my Taurus.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
exactly. Child. Miss Pretty say,
She said, I miss him so much. She missed
Miss
her
Pretty, you
Pisces.
agree they unstable? They are. Look at Yana.
She came out the bush. She's like, I second that. I third that.
God, them Taurus men, baby, listen. Baby, they ain't nothing to play around with.
And
They'll change the
then
game. But they be so disrespectful. And what they'll do is a Taurus will fuck the soul out of you. They'll get up and go about life like nothing is, and not knowing that, baby, you are mine now. Nobody else is going to get this. I will tie you down in my basement and just feed you nothing but the gas station pills and the honey packs and have you waiting for me when I get down, get home from work. You are playing. Baby, they go on like it was just a regular day. Like, okay, girl, yeah, I just did. All right, I'm gone. And be real nonchalant and don't care. Like, bitch, I will fuck you up. You just
yeah,
snatched my whole soul.
they have no awareness. They just do what they do. And like I told my boyfriend that his supervisor, who's a man, I said he be hitting on you because you don't really catch what he be saying to you. And then I
Mm.
pointed it out enough times. So he said he gave him a Starbucks gift card. And he said, "Oh, thank you," like via text. And he said he hearted it. And he called me, "Baby, do men heart stuff in, in text?" I said, "I've been trying to tell you the man
I
wants you."
I know a couple men that are straight. They're not gay. I do know that. I've seen a heart on the now if it's just a heart reaction, not they send a heart, but you know how you press the text and you know it's just a reaction to the text. I've seen a heart reaction, but not just sending the heart.
Mm-mm,
Child.
mm-mm.
Listen, y'all, you know what I'm talking about. Now, Capricorn men and sex. Capricorn men are very unassuming. You never think that a
Yeah,
Capricorn
yeah.
man
Mm-hmm.
um
Mm-hmm.
but Capricorns are very sexual, very sexual. But they're
Very,
never gonna
very.
let you know. And when you get in the bed, baby, they want all the tricks. They're gonna hit all of the positions, baby. They're gonna hit every angle, they know every curve, baby. They're gonna hit all of the spots.
Spots.
Baby, that's what but what happened is you will never a lot of people don't find out because Capricorn men are very unassuming. They're very business minded, they're very
Very,
structured.
very structured,
Yeah.
accounting looking, business looking men. Yes.
And so they be like, "Mm-mm, you
And
never
they will
gonna,"
turn you
but
out.
baby, when you get them in the bed, they morph into a completely different person. You be like, "Oh shit, where the fuck did you come from?" Nah, we here now. We are here. Okay, let's get it. Baby, baby,
You
you gonna
thought
be
you was
hanging
cute.
from the
You thought you was
ceiling
gonna teach me
fan.
something.
You might you hey, you gonna
But
be
no, but let me
reenacting
tell you
50
what happened
Shades
with
of
my
Grey.
Capricorn. So, but it was good. But then you start coming over for that only, and then they're like, "I think you just want me for sex,"
Yeah.
because
Like
they
there has
kind
to
of,
be value. There has to be value. You
yeah. But
there
he
has
could
to be
they
value in it for Capricorns.
they don't sometimes they don't have no swag. No offense, but they don't
However,
have no swag.
a Capricorn a Capricorn needs to know what he's getting into up front. If he believes that this is going to be a relationship, you got to give him that. But if it's just a sex thing and you just a friend with benefits, he's okay with that too. But that has to
They
be
get
established
emotional.
up
They
front.
get emotional. Well, the ones that they get emotional, then they want to get serious.
Yeah,
But I
you
know
got to
Aquarius, we have that effect on us. You know,
but with Capricorn, what happens is Capricorns, you're not going to get anything for a long time. You're not going to know nothing. But then you're going to get to a point where they finally open up and then you can't handle everything they're going to give because the floodgates are going to open. All of the emotions, all of everything is going to come flood and you're going to be
I
like,
don't think
"Wait,
they're
hold on."
emotional. They're not really
They're
emotional.
not emotional until you get to that level. Once you get to that level, it's like
But
whoosh,
then
here
they
go
pull it
everything.
back. But they pull it back because I think they're scared to kind of be exposed, like out there. You might get it for a little while,
Now,
but if one little thing happened, they're gonna go back in the
the
hole.
worst thing you could do with a Capricorn is make the relationship public. They don't like public stuff. They don't like their relationship public. They don't like
Yeah, they
nothing they
have.
got going on being out in the open. Nope. That's the worst thing in the world for a cat. You out here telling the world a business or telling the world y'all got something going, talking to all your girlfriends. If they find out you telling
Yep.
your girlfriends everything they got
Mhm.
going on, you can cancel Christmas. They gonna break up. I'm telling you what I know. They're going to break up because they don't. They can't handle that. They don't want nobody in their business. Very private.
Very private.
That's why
You'll
people
never
ask
see
me all
all
the
my
time.
Capricorn male friends. You never see on Instagram a picture of who they. You never see it. They'll go on
Yeah,
a whole
you'll
trip,
never see it.
and it's only pictures of them.
I have one picture of my ex. I think it's on my private or my personal Instagram. That's the only picture that you'll ever find. On my listen, even on my YouTube, people fault me and say, "El Teddy, you really don't tell a whole lot of what you got going on your private life." I say that's just the Capricorn in me. I'm just private like that. Like I'm not gonna go into a long story about what I do, who I'm with, what I got going on. Mm-mm. That's for me. That's for all. I don't even show people my house. The only thing, you know how you see some people, they'll go around their house, or you only gonna see one area. That's it. You only gonna see that space. Baby, you don't need to know what else is going on. We're not doing all of that. Mm-mm. I'm very private like that. I don't even like people coming to my house. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Where you going? No, you ain't coming here. No. That's why I say when the old boys staying over, no, you're not staying over, sir. Mm-mm. You gotta go home. You gotta go home.
Capricorns are really smart. That's what I appreciate about them. I could nerd out with a Capricorn.
But Capricorns make good partners with other Capricorns because they know each other. They're one of the few signs that one of their signs that they're compatible with is other Capricorns, their own sign.
Well, Capricorns need space, and so they will give each other
That's why they
space.
get along with each other because they know, yeah, we need give me some space. Yep. I dated a Capricorn and we had two rooms. We didn't always sleep in separate rooms, but there was always a separate room where if you need to go over there and I need to be over here, that's what's gonna happen. Hmm.
He
Show
said
us the
too much.
dungeon. Ronald, do you have a dungeon, sir? Do you have one? I'm just asking. Cha, you asking a whole lot of questions, sir. Oh, cha. Mm, want to know a whole lot of stuff. You notice how nobody came up here, right?
No,
Antonio, you see that, right? You see how they do, right? You see how they do, right?
she said too much space. Yeah, it was just too much space for me. But then when you give them space and they in their feelings, I can't Capricorns.
Because we need thing we have everything is on a time schedule for us. We have timing for everything. We've timed out every aspect of the day. Every like for me, it's a game sometimes during the day where I'll be like, okay, how much time do I like? You know how I have my 3 minutes and 6 seconds for my intro? I be trying to really figure out, okay, how many things can I do in this 3 minutes and 6 seconds of my intro? Because a lot of times I have to find a hat, get an outfit, get a drink, use the bathroom, put an extra slide on the thing. All this I done figured out and calculated how much I'm gonna do in that 3 minute span. 3 minutes and 6 seconds actually. Because that 6 seconds could be very important.
Yeah, you like controlled environments. I'm a more of a free. I'm a free spirit.
Yeah,
I'm a free
we
spirit.
like control. All this change up and no, I don't. I don't like too
Mm-mm.
much change. We're not doing all that. I don't like too much change. Nope, not doing it. Can't do it. Won't do it.
I know a
Nope.
lot of Capricorn Sigmas.
Sigmas, like Phi
Yeah.
Beta Sigma.
Hmm.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I know. Well,
People
no,
pledge that.
up in New York, yes.
Oh,
See, I'm an AKA, so we everywhere. We're
oh
universal. We're
Jesus.
international.
Mm,
But yeah.
Jesus. Like people really like willfully and of their own free will and accord pledge Sigma.
Well, not in the South, because my daughter at UVA, they don't
I know
have. They
one
have one
school in
Sigma.
Florida. I know one school in Florida where Sigmas they like run a yard. Well, I wouldn't say they
Where?
run the yard. They don't
Where?
run a yard. Let me be clear, but they actually are popular, and
Where?
that's
FAMU?
University of Florida. No, God, no, not
No,
FAMU.
it's not
University
FAMU.
of Florida, UF.
I mean,
Like
I
I
went to
used to
Morgan State,
actually,
so we have some Sigmas at Morgan State, but
we actually, I actually used me and my frat brothers. We used to go to they used to have blue and white weekend in the spring at UF. Like the Sigmas are really big at UF. That's the only school I've ever seen where you go there
mm,
and the Sigmas are huge. But blue and white weekend It's like their big weekend. They have it in the spring. It used to be really, really,
Oh,
really
the
big.
here in Brooklyn? Oh God, and you would love it. The one at the
I wouldn't. I
Sigma
promise
Day
you, I
in
wouldn't.
Brooklyn.
I wouldn't love it. They ain't shit.
They aren't.
But let them tell it. They the greatest thing since sliced bread. God, let them tell it.
My daughter, her boyfriend, he's gonna pledge a Kappa because his daddy a Kappa.
Sounds like a
But that's
smart
all
young
right.
man.
Oh, he's very smart.
That's why he wanted to pledge Kappa. That makes sense. That makes total sense. I'm just saying. That makes total sense.
Well, he sees a legacy. Like my daughter's gonna be a legacy.
Oh. Now this your daughter that's 20?
Yes.
Okay. Has she started the pledge process yet, child?
Oh yeah, she's been very involved. We don't play.
You know what's so funny is oh, interesting. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw the back chat. That's why I say that's interesting.
Yes, very
Um
nice young man,
mhm.
Joshua.
But the brother is a noob as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So yeah,
I met
they're
both of
gonna
them. Yep.
yeah
And
they're gonna have a
isn't their
line this
dad
year.
one?
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah, that's
said.
what I'm about to say. Yeah, I think the dad
And
is what.
and the mom is an
Mhm.
AKA, so they doing it the right way. She'll
But
pledge, he'll pledge.
listen, all I know is here. Let me ask you this as a parent, and this is for you as a parent. So, how do you feel about you as a parent remembering when you pledged, you might have got beat down, went through, all of what you went through, and thinking about your child that might pledge. Do you want your child to
Yeah.
experience the whole thing
Yes.
like what you got?
Yes. I want her line to be represent. Yes.
Like I've
Yes.
seen
Yes.
both ways. I've seen some parents like,
Because the
yes, I
line
want my
before mine
child.
didn't really go through that. The line before mine, my line did. And when it comes to the lines on the campus of Morgan State, we are respected and we are still close. We do everything
Okay.
together. That so I want her to have that similar experience. No, no skating over here.
No roller skates over there. Okay.
No.
That's interesting because I always want to know, as a parent, do you want your child to really,
She's not even gonna go the legacy route. She doesn't wanna go, I mean, she is a legacy, but she doesn't want to acknowledge
use
that she's
that? Yeah,
legacy.
I got you.
She wants
Listen, if I had, like, for example, um, the closest that I've had a couple family members that pledged. I had a really close family member that pledged. He just pledged my cousin, her oldest son, and I remember he was born. I remember holding him in the hospital. But he just pledged this past spring at University of Kentucky. And I remember when he was going through his process, and they was going through it. They was getting. And he called me. He said, "You can't tell my mama." He was like, "My mama can't." He was like, because he would call me because there was things that he could say to me
mhm.
because he know I don't pledge and I'm a noob and he was pledging Kappa and he was like, my mama don't even know. I said, I know, you'll be all right. But I would always ask him certain things because I knew some people are sloppy hazers. And you got some
Yeah.
people who do too much or take things too far. You be like, it don't take all of that. Like somebody got to be in the room to be like, no. Like we be like, bruh's down, bruh's down. You can't. Somebody got to be in the room to be like, yeah, that's enough because we don't need no issues and no. And some of these kids ain't built like we was built back in the day.
Yeah, they go run, go tell.
Hmm. Some of these kids just
Listen,
ain't built that way. They-
listen, listen, they don't even know, please. Mm, mm.
like a lot of the younger generation when they find like when they go to school and they be like, because I'm the only one in my family except for my cousin who just pledged. He's the second one in the family. Everybody else is Q's.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
How did that happen? They let you.
Using deltas, and I have one aunt that's an AKA. Everybody else is deltas, and
So how
I
did they
knew
feel about you
full.
pledging
I
Kappa? How
didn't
did
give
that
a
happen?
damn. I
Oh
didn't give a damn about how they felt. I was in Lamplighters, but when I was in high school, but when I went to college, I said I don't want to be forced into anything. I said, let me look at everybody and really get an idea of what I want to do. The worst thing in the world that I hate that people do, and they do it because they say, "Oh, you dark skinned and you real intellectual," that I'm supposed to be an alpha, and I say that's very disrespectful.
no, lots of dark skinned intellectual guys I know are Kappas.
I know that too, but in the South, that's a real thing. Like in the South, that's a real thing. Like paper bag tests, I went through all of that and all. Yeah, when I pledged, yes, yeah, that's a
Really?
real
I
thing.
know a lot of
Mhm.
light skinned alphas.
Yep, it's a real thing. They better keep it a secret from me because leave my baby alone. My husband knows better. They better keep it from me. See Golden. Now, how old are your kids? See Golden. Are they in school or are about to be in school? Are you in Divine Nine? See Golden. Is your husband in Divine Nine?
Must be a Q though. Must be a Q.
Listen, I
Must be
think
a Q.
I think that I know this about a lot
And
of
if I had a
people.
son, it might feel different. I think my daughter, I feel a little bit okay, but my son, especially a
Listen,
Q, I'll be like, mm-mm, mm-mm,
but I'm gonna
no.
tell you this: a lot of people, it's not until you get online, like people will look at the Kappas and make this assumption that, oh, okay, this should be pretty good, pretty easy. But Kappa, and I know people who argue Kappas and Qs probably have the two hardest pledge processes where they're like, bruh.
Yeah.
And even when I got online, I didn't think that it was gonna be as much, but I was like, "Oof, it was a lot. It was a lot. Listen, your husband is a new. Listen, you better let that young man pledge Kappa, okay? He gonna be a new. That's a new, in waiting, okay? Make sure he join Kappa League and all of that. He need to be a Kappa League guide, right? All of that. I know your husband gonna have him over there, so I'm not even worried. I ain't even worried, see Golden. So I ain't even worried.
You'll be fine.
Hmm. That's just like my godson. He's 5 and he's 4. I'm sorry, and his mom is a Delta. His dad is one of my best friends. His dad always wanted to play his Kappa, but never did. And but I know he's not gonna have a choice. Like I already told his mom and me already had that conversation. I said, yeah, this is not gonna happen. I'm not paying for anything else. Like if he say he's pledged cap, I will pay for the whole thing. But I'm not paying for anything else. I'm just telling you.
You just said you wanted to have choice. You saying you're not paying for nothing else.
You can have a choice, but when you make the wrong choice, I'm not. My family didn't pay for mine. I had to get it from the dirt. I had to borrow for people, rob Peter to pay Paul, save money on my job, take net part of my net check and everything. Girl, I had to make it happen because my family was not paying for me to pledge. They were like, "No, we're not doing that."
Mm-mm.
Mm. Ronald, you having enchiladas. I guess you're not getting your back blown out tonight. Well, he already came through. Guess that. Guess we know you ain't having no fun tonight, Ronald. God, listen. I'm supposed to be going eating right now. I'm supposed to be eating right now. Oh, I'm actually finna go get me something to eat though. Yep, about to make me something to
Mhm.
eat. Listen, Antonia, you have to come up here with me again sometime. You and Bap, y'all got to come over here and have fun with us again. We have fun over here. You got to come up. I'm gonna drop the link more often. My problem be Let me tell you what my problem is. My
Oh,
problem is,
excuse me. He blows the backs out.
um, that's what you say. You gotta have a certain. You gotta be of a certain size to be, quote unquote, blowing backs out. You gotta meet a certain size criteria to blow a back out. Let's just be clear, Ronald. We'll see in the DMs, Ronald. We'll see. Don't get squeamish now. Don't be backing out. Keep that same energy when we get off here and we get down to the DMs. Don't act crazy, Ronald. Don't be like, oh nah, oh no, keep that same energy. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here and get something to eat.
I
I'm so
don't know
hungry.
what I want to eat no
But no,
more.
what I was saying was my problem is I work for a living. I get off work at 5. I really be having to steal time from my last hour of work to get stuff ready for the live at 5. And then I go live at 5. And by the time I get through with everything I need to talk about, I'm running late and it's time for me to go over there to really be. And I have to send everybody over to really be. So that be why. But maybe I might talk to really be maybe a couple more times because we had a good time last time when I flipped with her and she did 5 and I did 6:45. So I might ask her a couple more times if we can switch and do that. That might give me a little more time, but we'll see.
I don't know why I thought you were in the DMV.
Oh no, 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 no. I be up there all the time. One of my exes is up there. The one that really be
Oh.
and my best friend want me to get back with. They be like, you need to get back with him. Every time I go up there, we hang out. Is he coming? Yes, he's coming. He's so cute. He is cute. He's a sexy man. He is a sexy man. He's a naval officer.
Ooh.
Child. But he
He's in
getting ready to retire.
Annapolis?
He getting ready to retire in
He's in Annapolis?
no, he stays in DC proper. He worked down to the he stays
Oh,
in on the Maryland side of DC, but he worked down to the Naval Yard.
okay.
So he got stripes or something. The people have to report to him. I know that.
You better
He
go get that pension. You
I
got a
think what
pension.
is it, NCO or something like that? I don't know he be telling me all the time. He's not one of the E's. You know how you be E this, he's not one of them.
Mm,
He's not an E. He was like, the E9s be thinking they doing stuff. He used to be like, I look down on the E9s like they ain't shit.
mm,
But he was like, he's ready to
mm.
get up out. So he's retiring in February.
That's a good catch.
Child, whatever. I didn't think about
Okay.
him. You sound like really beating my best friend now. You need to get with him. Y'all need to be together. He do love the shit out of me. Now I ain't gonna lie.
You being such a Capricorn, and then when
He
you
loves the
then you
shit
gonna
out
get
of me.
older, and when you ready to settle down, he gonna have somebody else. Watch.
He was
Gonna be too
already
late.
married before to some
Mm.
dude. Because
Oh,
in the
so he likes
military, they make you
commitment.
get married.
But he likes commitment.
Yeah,
But
whatever.
that's the issue. That's the issue. He likes commitment.
He don't want to get married no more.
Because he got
That's
that
what he
pension.
doesn't
That's
want to
why.
do. Um,
He's about to retire. And he's like, mm-mm, you're not getting my money.
child, I ain't think about him. I'm not thinking about him.
I'm thinking about Colombia.
I know, child, I am. Oh, child. Anyway, y'all listen. Y'all ain't come up here, so I'm going to go get something to eat. As I always say,
He said a non-commissioned office.
I think that's what the NCO said, but I don't know. Listen, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think
Don't make me lie.
so.
I've heard him use that term. I don't know if he used it to say that's what he is. I
He
don't know
said he's a
nothing.
catch. I gotta look this up. A non-commissioned officer. What does that
But I
mean?
know he says he looks down on the people that has E in front of their rank. He said, "Oh, I look down on those people."
Ronald, what does that mean? A non-commissioned officer?
Listen, I don't know. So so I know it's a O somewhere in there. I ain't gonna say it's NCO because I think I heard him talk about NCO, so I don't think that's him. But I know when he be talking to me about it, I be half paying attention. He said he was O something. It was a O in there. So don't make me lie, honey. I don't know. I do not know. Anyway, um, I'm about to get out of here. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. Between him and Mr. 4 for 4, he's got some great options. Who is 4 for 4? Oh, I'm not do. Oh, Spicy Original is talking about the bank executive, got the bank VP. Child, he called me the other day, talk about. Well, I know you off for the holidays. Is you coming over? No,
Mm.
girl, child, child. Merry Christmas, y'all. Happy Kwanzaa, happy holidays, all of that good stuff. I might be live tomorrow. I might not. Who knows? If you see me, look for me. And if you don't see me, then don't look for me. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Until next time.
Merry
Until
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Antonia. Thank you so much for being up here. Until next time, y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. Love y'all.